Let's get this party started as we go into a best of 19 here. Cash games, boys. QieN, rank 2 in QM versus Andy, rank 1 in QM right now.
Yes.
Right, rank 1 versus rank 2. That's exactly what we're about to see here. Zhas, I'm crazy excited, bro. This is gonna be...
Yeah, me too. I should have mentioned it on Hokkien title. Like rank 1 and rank 2, because like some people might not know who Andy is or QieN. Like new people.
Yeah,
but if you say rank 1, is they're like, oh my god, really? Let's watch this.
Yeah, well, if they didn't know them until now they're gonna know them for sure.
Ah, yeah.
As we go into the first game here, we've got Andy in the bottom right as Yuri, and we've got QieN in the top left as Soviet. All right, Dorado Descent, a great big large map, definitely good for Yuri, definitely good for Soviet. We're gonna see what these boys can do. So we're out with the miners again. Like we said, a large map with a lot of money. We're gonna see aggressive expansions here. Yuri can really go a lot of miners out of the start here, and often go multi war factories. Drone out for QieN, gets the brute. So Andy does get a scout before that drone game out, and QieN building his war factory in the top level. Now you are gonna see these players build down to the second level, to the second ore patch on this map. And Andy out with a Gatling and a Lash already. What is Andy doing here? Interesting. Not going heavy on the miners at the start. Going with a Gat and a Lasher here at the start. The Gat is for the drone, the Lashers to do some damage, be annoying. Let's see what he can get done here. What is QieN's answer to this? He makes a Rhino. That should be enough to defend from a Gat and a Lasher. For sure. And Andy is going to retreat, but another Lasher is already here, joining the first one. Andy going early aggro here as Zhas. Early aggro.
The intention is to get those gems safer, like on the right side, see?
Yeah, so he manages to send a miner to the right-hand James, like you're saying. Now he's attacking that Rhino, trying to micro down. QieN with a beautiful micro. Did you see that? How he went up the cliff there? Really nice. And now the other Rhino comes out. He didn't even lose the Rhino, Zhas.
Wow.
It's on one tick, but he didn't lose it. What amazing micro out of QieN. They're beautiful. Amazing as we go in here. QieN on 2 war factories, 4 miners, now getting a 5th miner out, and now QieN is going to be aggressive. And these miner on the gems might be in trouble here on the right-hand side. We'll see if QieN manages to get it. And he does have a radar out. That means Magnetrons will be coming out, and now he's retreating with a miner. No, he's not retreating. Never mind. This miner is going to go down. The mag is on its way, but the miner is definitely going to go down. Down goes the miner for free. Now the mag is here, and the mag is going to try and deal with these rhinos. We'll see what he can do. And QieN retreating, drops it on a tree. So 1 miner goes down for Andy, and QieN loses 2 rhinos. And Andy also lost in the beginning 2 Lashers and a Get. We got for Andy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miners out on the field, and for QieN we've got 6 miners. So Andy does have more miners at the moment. QieN on radar tech as well, and the Desos are coming out, heading across the map towards Andy, and QieN gets a lab out already. So Andy going more miners. He's gonna go really heavy on the miners here. He's on 8 miners at the moment. QieN with lab tech out. Let's see if he can make a push here. The Desolators are coming. He's spreading them out all across the map. Lab out for Andy as well. What's the target for QieN here? Going, yeah, the mag is there. He's in trouble, but right-hand side, he also has a Rhino there harassing that miner. Andy trying to retreat with it. QieN with beautiful splits here. Doing a really nice job. And the IC is out for QieN. And Andy needs to decide what's he going to defend here. We've got a 3-way split out here from QieN here. Attacking, does save the miner on the right-hand side, but now QieN can go in on the left-hand side, targeting the miners over there, Andy retreating with them. Really good multitasking out of both of these players. And now another mastermind comes out. QieN has to retreat. Desolator's here though. Gonna mess up Andy's eco just a little bit. And QieN needs to watch those tanks. Watch those tanks. One of them gets magged. The other 3 do escape. The IC is counting down. The genetic mutators are on the field as well. And QieN gets an industrial plant. That means all of his tanks are cheaper and build a little bit faster. QieN pushing in here. What do we think, Zhas?
Yeah, he needs to drone that mastermind. There is no god.
That's a good point. There are no guys on the field, but this is a scary army from QieN. If you could IC this army inside Andy's base, he's going to be in big trouble. What is Andy going to do?
Also desolating the slaves on the right side. Not letting the
beautiful.
gems.
Yeah, really, really nice. Sending the disc to deal with that. The IC will be ready in 20 in-game seconds. This should be very... Oh, but the Mastermind's got a few of these rhinos. QieN, you can't retreat all the way. You gotta use this IC effectively. What's the plan, QieN? The IC is ready. What's the target? Splitting up again. Drones are coming out as QieN gets his third war factory out. QieN needs to be careful here. Going to the right side again to those miners. The miner is half health. Oh, the mutator comes out to try and help save these miners here. QieN ICs the drones. The drones are going to come and clean up this army. Doesn't get the miner though. So close. It's on one tick. But the miner isn't down yet. The drones are going to help clean up this army here. And now QieN will be able to attack. So he's going in with the flak tracks in the bottom and the rhinos in the top here. Let's see what he can do. There's a mastermind there. He has to target. It's right next to the grinder. He needs to be careful. Okay, backs off over there. Wants to get another mine on the right-hand side. He definitely wants to... Sea choppers are out on the field, boys. We're getting a nice, long game here. Sea choppers heading across the map towards Andy's base. Let's see if they could snipe anything. No gats at the moment. No gats at all. They will be coming out momentarily. Can he snipe the lab before the gats come out? Let's see. Going for the lab. And he gets it. The lab goes down. What else can he get? Your power, maybe? No, going for the radar. You should be able to get this radar as well. The radar goes down. Very nice. The gats are now coming out. And QieN backs off. Free lab, free radar. Beautiful switch into sea choppers. That's what we want to see out of the top level players here. Targeting the mastermind now. All the units coming in behind this. Andy looking in trouble, but he is on 3 war factories and he does have both super weapons. We're going to notice the mutator is going to be ready for a second time very, very soon. And QieN's going to need an answer for that. He's on 5 war factories at the moment. QieN needs to expand now. And QieN coming in with the sea choppers from the bottom. The drones get IC'd. And now he's coming in with the rhinos and the flag tracks. Okay, he's going for the army in the top here. The sea choppers coming in at the same time. What's the target for the sea choppers? Are they going to deploy? No, what are they going for? They're going for the power. And on the right-hand side, he's going as well. Okay, going for the lab again. This is the second time Andy lost his lab. And now what's the target? The gats are here. Going for... Okay, going for a mag there, but he needs to get out of there. There's 3 gats here. 2 gats now. Alright, so QieN getting good value, getting the lab again, and now pushing in, and his army is growing. Still hasn't expanded yet. He does have a nuke, he does have an IC, he has everything he needs. He should definitely be expanding at this point. He's on 5 war factories. And QieN pushing in here into Andy's base. War factory goes down. Grinder should go down next. If he targeted... Oh, but Andy deciding to go for a trade here, and QieN... Does he back off, or does he defend with these flag tracks? He's going to push into flag tracks, overload the masterminds, and in the meantime push in Andy's base, target these miners, gonna get them. Andy has a lot of money, so it's not going to affect him for a while, but definitely long game. It's very important to get these miners. Targeting the mastermind, gets the mastermind. What's his target now? Going for the... What are you going for, QieN? Going back, targeting the second mastermind, getting it again. Now going for the psychic tower. Nice, QieN getting really, really good value here. Genetic mutator goes off on the right-hand side. Those are a little bit far away to do anything right now. And look at this, QieN ICs his rhinos. He goes in, what's his target? He gets the elite rhino. This is huge. The mutator, the dominator goes off in QieN's base, but he doesn't care. He's in charge here. He's leading the pace as he dominates Andy's base here. Looking really, really good for QieN at the moment. Not sure what Andy can do versus all of these flag tracks. And the nuke is gonna come down as well on top of everything else. Boom! Down goes the war factory, the power. Only 1 war factory left. And Andy quits. What's the plan? Are we expecting NGs?
Yes, double NGIVs, of course.
Double NGIVs, of course. So what Andy does to the Soviet players... He'll control the map, right, with seals, NGs, IFs. You're scared to leave your base, because you have to defend it from the NGs, from the seals, or whatever. While you're not leaving your base, he's making a lot of miners, teching up, getting tech, getting BFs, getting chrono, getting everything he needs to beat you. So, what's the counter? I don't know, maybe go
QieN will show, I guess.
Exactly. You want to know what the counter? Watch this game and learn the counter.
100%.
So we see 5 conscripts out, that's usually, like you said, a bunker. And we'll see. Let's see. Alright, a few GIs for anti-scouting from Andy, which is always annoying to play against when you can't get a good scout on your opponent. What's the scariest thing, Zhas, if you can't get a scout?
Yeah. It's like one of the most parts that I lose because of scout.
Scouting very, very important as the first IFV comes out. QieN with dogs next to the barracks. He's going to want to try and snipe on an NG here as it comes out. Now the NG goes in the IFV and it's going on its way. Another NG will come out momentarily. I am sure the IFV is waiting for it. And QieN does have a bunker up. He's building in a square for this. And QieN with his own NG flag out now. Alright, Andy's NG IFV coming in now. Andy has a pillbox ready. He loves putting those pillboxes in your base. You know it. Can he get the refinery here? Can he get the war factory? What can he get? Okay, alright. Takes a tiny bit of damage. Second IFV is there's no NG, so he didn't go for double NG IFV. He only went for one. Maybe he's the bunker. Yeah, maybe it's a bunker. Alright, but QieN's own NG is coming in here. There's a pillbox behind the war factory. What can he get here? Oh! The IFV went, the flakjack went down. And now Andy's moving his engineer to the other IFV to repair the first IFV that took a bit of damage. QieN expanding in the bottom right here on 4 miners. Andy on 4 miners as well, but does have radar tech already. NG IFV is heading across the map again. Grizzlies are heading across the map as well. Alright, QieN with 2 war factories out already. 4 miners, you can do that when you get the gems early on, but QieN needs another miner as soon as possible. Seal in the other IV. This NG on the right hand side, Zhas, you know, he needs to be careful about that.
Yeah, watch that.
Needs to worry about that. Coming in here. Let's see, the Seal IV in the bottom left just chilling at the moment. And what is Andy's target with this IV? Let's see, he's coming in. QieN, does he sell? He sells it on time. Andy gets nothing. Very nice quick sell there, but the Seal is coming in as well. QieN on the other hand coming in with the Rhinos towards Andy's base, really close now. Bottom right hand side, the Seal is hiding behind the trees there, and QieN is pushing in. Rocketeers are here. Does Andy have enough to defend? We'll find out in a second. QieN pushing in, targeting those Grizzlies, very nice, but the Prism comes up just in time, and QieN needs to back out a little bit, moves out of the range of the Prism, and now heading down to Andy's expansion. The Seal returning home. Where's this Seal going? I don't know. Targeting the MCV here, but the GI is moving into position to defend, and the Rocketeers keep getting chip damage. So looking decent for Andy. Andy holds on, gets a nice defense up. Andy on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miners. QieN on 5 miners at the moment. Andy does have the miner advantage. No, sorry, QieN on 6. He moved his MCV again. Seal came in, and QieN defends. Rocketeers doing damage, but the flak track is here, and QieN doing a beautiful counterplay to Andy's play here. Really, really nice. And now QieN coming with a scary army. What is Andy's plan to deal with this army of rhinos knocking on his front door? What do you think, Zhas?
Prism Tower, yeah. That Seal wants to snipe the MCV so bad.
Yeah, definitely. Alright. Okay, gets a Grizzly here. QieN with such great micro, and Andy's gonna bait him. QieN, don't fall for it, don't follow him. Okay, nice split. Andy's so good at forcing map control and controlling, you know, what the players do. But QieN not falling for it, going for his AFC. Gets the AFC. Gets the Mirage as well, but loses so many rhinos. He only has 1 rhino left. Not going to be enough to take down the slab if Andy notices it. In the right-hand side of QieN's base, the Grizzlies are coming in. QieN with 3 rhinos in response. Oh, he needs to have a... Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, and he ults the War Factory. War Factory is going to go down. QieN has no War Factory. But in the meantime, in Andy's base, he might lose his MCV. Crushes the GIs. Oh, Andy's going to lose his MCV. He loses the MCV. All right. Can QieN get the radar as well? That would be huge. No Rocketeers and no Paradrops. Wow. QieN gets the MCV, gets the AFC. Andy on Lab, War Factory, and Barracks now. If QieN can get this expansion as well. Yes, Andy sells out. Now it's a waiting game. I mean, QieN could just go and camp if he wants. But he's not going to do that. No way. He's going to come in here and he's going to do some damage. He gets his War Factory back up. QieN on many miners, many ore patches. And we're seeing why QieN is the rank 2 right now. He is doing a great job versus the rank 1 now.
Shield.
Oh, nice force shield out of Andy. BFs are out. QieN needs to be careful not to throw away too many tanks here.
Nice, targeting the BF, MTBF.
Okay, targeting gets the BF, but he loses all of his tanks for it. Was it worth it?
Not sure. I mean, there's fucking elite and like veteran infantry inside. Next BF is gonna be hard to deal with.
Oh yeah, elite GI and one veteran GI, one veteran GGI, and those 3 Rocketeers in the bottom left, Zhas. Do you think he's gonna use them at some point? Sneak them in? Tanya out. Tanya IFE heading across the map. BF with elites and barrages heading across the map as well. What is QieN's plan to deal with this? We're gonna see. Tanya's going down. BF and Mirage is up. Does QieN even notice this? This Tanya might get both war factories. Oh, 1 war factory goes down. 2 war factories go down. Tanya goes down. QieN lost both his war factories for that Tanya. Very nice value there out of Andy. And Andy with a second BF out. More GGIs going inside now. If Andy can keep using Tanyas like that, keep slowing QieN down, he will eventually win with a push with these BFs. Yeah. Third BF is out. QieN going to harass the miners in the top. BF's going to defend. Andy's weakness is his eco, right? He'll run out of ore soon and his miners will be exposed. Tanya IFE out again. QieN, what are you going to do to defend against this Tanya? What's the plan? QieN splitting very nicely, dividing Andy's attention here, but 4th BF is out. Second war factory for QieN. Zhas, what do you think? I feel like QieN is in a meta position, but Andy is so good at weaseling his way out of these positions.
But QieN has a lot of money, like almost 20k, and he's also keeps expanding, putting a refinery, but he has too much money. Like he can distance mine and have infinite money still.
Yeah, QieN needs more war factories and maybe tech, right? Would you tech in this position? What do you say?
Yes, maybe, and I get Tesla coils.
What is Tanya doing? Tanya's gonna swim across the water here? Tesla coils, Desos, definitely. Yes. Get a radar up, spam Tesla coils everywhere.
Yeah.
And get a nuclear power plant to support it all. 4 war factories for QieN. This Tanya is gonna wait for a good opportunity on the other side of the river, and they're gonna come in.
I guess Tanya is waiting that QieN moves MCV to the right side and then snipes something. Or just goes in now.
Tanya's coming in. Oh, next to the miners. The miners are going to snipe that Tanya. Tanya goes down. Shit. The BF's though doing so much damage. Can QieN micro against these BFs. You got to rush in at the right time. It's really hard. Venture against his father is good. 3 rhinos going to the top here to harass Andy's miners. We were talking about the eco. Oh, Andy goes in. QieN rushes in after him. What can he get? Oh, only gets 1 BF and loses a million rhinos. Lots of conscripts out. Not sure if that's the right move there. QieN targeting those mirages in Andy's base, but the prism is there. Ooh, QieN, what's the plan? He needs those sentry guns. He needs that fodder. And maybe tech up in Tesla coils. A radar and Tesla coils would be so helpful for him right now.
Yeah.
QieN still in the dominant position here, but Andy now distance mining. So all 5 miners of Andy's have to go a long way away before they get cash. And if you look at Andy's cash right now, it's not happy. He's broke. He's completely broke. QieN needs to be careful though. With
against infantry,
Okay, he's got a seal in there, Tanya. Oh, QieN throws away every single one of his rhinos there. And QieN might have just lost the game right here, right now. Andy was in such a weak position, but it looks like Andy is going to come out on top. Start sniping those war factories. QieN cannot counter these 5 BFs at this point, and QieN quits. Ooh. Wow. So this brings the score to 1-1. What a crazy game. Rank 1 versus Rank 2, boys. It doesn't get any better than this. It does not get any better than this. Brute, conscripts playing a little bit of tag here with a Brute. Trying to anti-scout, always a good idea so that the Brute isn't annoying later on. 2 Gats out for Andy. QieN's gonna have to make a Rhino to deal with these bad boys. And alright, we got 3 miners versus 2. 3rd miner now coming out for Andy. Rhino out for QieN, and QieN's moving MCV. Interesting. Is he moving just a little bit, or is he moving all the way up? No, just a little bit. Oh, QieN's power. QieN's power's in trouble. His Rhino's all the way across the map. Another Rhino does come out, but he might lose his bet. No, Andy backs off. The Brute's attacking the oil. Now, this doesn't warn you that you're being attacked. So it can be very annoying because you don't notice it. Sending the conscripts to that. Rhino's chasing down the Gats. Nice micro out of both of these players. Andy splitting. QieN responding very nicely. 5 miners for each player. 6 miners for Andy now. Conscript's going to take out the Brute. Brute goes down. QieN saves his oil. And Andy's sending a miner all the way down to the gems here. QieN wants to deny that. Andy going another miner. Wow, that's brave. 7 miners for Andy. 6 miners for QieN. QieN now has a radar out. And we'll see what the plan is. A mag and a get is out. And Andy is teched up already. QieN, no lab yet for QieN. See if he pays for that. And in the bottom, one rhino harvesting a miner, gets a mag going to deal with that, and another mag guarding the other miner in the front. So Andy splitting and covering all of his bases here. Yuri Prime comes out. Yuri Prime can float across the water, boys. Remember that. So it can be sneaky here, and hard to deal with in the early game. We'll see what QieN's response to this is. He has conscripts and rhinos in the top. He's got Desos in the bottom to counter Andy. And he backs off here. Another Desolator in his base. QieN is teched up now. We will see the IC come up now. IC came up. Genetic Mutator been up for a little while already. And alright, QieN, you're getting attacked from multiple directions. Oh, the Deso gets saved because of the miner there. Deso moving into the center as well, but there is a Mastermind there to deal with the Deso. There we go, the Mastermind going in. Oh, they're going to play back and forth here. They're going to play back and forth here. On the bottom left, the Flakjack's trying to take out the mag. Andy juggling them. Andy juggling them. Does the mag go down? He needs to get the Flakjacks out of there before the rest of the army joins in. Discs are coming out now. QieN loses a Flakjack in the bottom left here. Deso out. Oh, the Flakjack going for the Deso. Flakjack going for the Deso. The Flakjack gets the Deso. Such precision required when we're playing with these players. Rhino's going in the center here, baiting Andy back. Andy's gonna have to go back to defend his base here. He does have 2 Masterminds there, but the IC's gonna be... Oh, and QieN is stuck there in a traffic jam with his conscripts.
Oh
That's not what you want to see.
God.
QieN dropping 1 rhino into the water, dropping another rhino on a tree. That's 2 rhinos for free. Andy just got there. A million, billion, zillion Flakjacks back home for QieN and the Desolator. We're gonna see if that's enough. QieN now forced to retreat. The IC is ready though. So QieN is what is he gonna IC? Does he IC the Flakjacks? Does he IC drones? We're gonna see. Trooper next to it for sure. Mike, if you could afford Tesla troopers and you have the time to micro them, always use that. QieN rushing all of his Flakjacks in. It pops. Oh, he's going for the Yuri Prime. Does he get it? Does he get it? Does he get it? Gets the Yuri Prime. Gets the Mastermind. And the Flakjacks will be able to clean up the rest of this. Wow. Oh, but on the right hand side, I didn't see that. What's going on there, Zhas?
Yeah, he captured those tanks.
He captured the tanks and he took out QieN's lab. And now QieN's going to go low power.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice save.
Something popped. And he gets his runners back. But he's in trouble here. Flakjacks are out of position. This disc
MCV.
might be...
No depot.
And he's diving for the MCV with the brutes, with everything. He sells the MCV. Oh my god. Gets the Masterminds, but QieN with no MCV now. He does have tech. He does have 2 war factories, but he is in trouble as Andy makes another MCV and moves it forward. QieN, what's the counter move here? QieN might be in big trouble here, forced to sell the MCV there. Andy moving forward, placing psychic towers. Oh, Zhas, QieN in trouble.
Yeah. A lot of war
What is the
factories
plan here?
by Andy.
Yeah.
Like, psychic
Pushing
tower
it on the
will
lab.
counter.
Psychic tower will come up in a second now. Okay, sells the lab. Didn't have a psychic tower ready apparently. Getting those gats. And now the brutes. He needs to run away from these discs and brutes coming in. Flakjacks in the top here. Where are they going? Joining up with the main army. And now he's going to engage. Let's see, does he have enough to engage so many brutes? I don't know. QieN's just in Andy's base. The psychic tower could come up any second now. And QieN will be in trouble with that. It's all going for the power. That's a smart move. Flakjack stopping to defend. Oh, the psychic tower comes up, but he is low power. And in the right-hand side, Lashers are coming out for Andy. He's going to try and use the Lashers. QieN defending and attacking at the same time. Okay, he's going for the psychic sensor here. If he gets that, there will be no more... Okay, Andy sending Lashers back to retreat. QieN needs to push in the front lines here, but he only has 4 rhinos. Can he get the power here? Will it be enough? I don't think so. I think Andy has enough power, and Andy pushes QieN back in the bottom here. Pushing in with the Lashers now. QieN, what's the plan? Okay, the nuclear missile will be ready. The IC is ready. But what does he use it on? What is the target? Going for the power back in Andy's base. Lasher's retreating here. The nuke comes down in Andy's base. It's going to go on the power. It's going to go on the war factory right there in the center. Okay, the grinder goes down. The power goes down. But does QieN have enough to defend back home as Andy comes in? He's got 3 Lashers in the bottom and Lashers in the top with Brutes coming in. QieN needs a Desolator ASAP, but no Desolator inside and no anti-air. These discs are just going to come in and snipe everything. Oh, he ICs the IC to save it. He doesn't have a force shield. The nuclear power goes down. No super weapons for QieN. And QieN calls Andy says the big butts, not sure what that means.
He just dominated the ground, I guess.
So, QieN with a flak track NG out already. Is Andy gonna do the same? NG coming. I noticed that no one knows how to NG like Andy. He knows where they exit the IFV. He knows how to click. He knows how to bring them in and out. What do we got here? GI's going next to the war factory along with the... Okay, crushes the GIs. Let's NG out. Doesn't get in. Andy targets it. Andy defends the NG very nicely there. 2 GIs and a pill and like 250 bucks, right? That's 650 bucks going down for an NG, which costs 500. So technically, QieN came out on top there, right? NG costs 500. Flak track is still alive, but almost dead. AFC out for Andy. Andy on 5 miners. QieN on 5 miners as well. Rhinos are starting to come out. And Andy is out with the Grizzlies.
After squishing GS, he should have gone for the power and at least force it to sell.
Yeah, definitely. Get the GIs. You see the pillboxes, moved somewhere else. Always move with your NG somewhere else.
He sees 2 pillboxes, there is no way that NG gets in. Also, Flak is hurt.
Andy was holding the pillboxes ready to click on whatever came out. Tanya out. We know how Andy loves his Tanyas. They are effective, harder to kill. They even blow up miners and tanks. Alright, QieN gonna push in here. Oh, he needs to micro though. Okay, targeting the Grizzlies. Very nice. Cleans up. Alright, does lose a rhino for there on GGI on top. Tanya coming down the left side. We'll try and keep an eye on that. BF is out, but it's empty. Oh, QieN going for the lab. Pillbox comes up. Can he get the lab? 1 rhino on the lab. GGI in the BF. What is he doing? What is he doing? QieN. You could have gotten the lab there. Tanya coming in. QieN now moving to the power. Tanya coming in.
Oh, gets the MCV.
Oh, and QieN NG's the MCV. Oh
and
my
moves
god.
MCV. Wow, what a reaction, man. Out of QieN.
Okay, Tanya gonna get power. Tanya gonna get a lot of value, but no MCV for Mr. Andy. And now he's going for the power. Low power. Oh, not some pillbox is up. Tanya gets the rest of the left side of QieN's base. QieN concentrating in Andy's base, getting the barracks as well. Can he get the war factory? This could be over right here, right now. The Tanya is still going around. QieN, what are you going to do about this Tanya? Andy with 2 BFs, but they aren't full. Going for the war factory now. He should definitely be able to get it. Tanya gets QieN's MCV. But Andy loses 1 of his BFs. That was the full BF. The other BF is empty.
This BF
and
is
now
empty.
Wow, and QieN comes out on top. There is no way Andy can win this. QieN has an MCV, and now he's making an ally barracks. Gonna go for the lab. Gonna go for the... I mean, he doesn't need to. And now QieN bringing in the miners to help deal with the infantry. This is over. I'm afraid Andy loses this one. Very nice play there out of QieN. Using the Rhiners, just coming in, and then all of a sudden the NG comes out of nowhere, gets the allied MCV, and at this point the miners are gonna come clean up this infantry. Andy should, how do they say nowadays? Is it just quit?
Yeah.
Just quit. As Soviet you have to stretch. Yuri of course has mobile miners. Which
Grinder.
quite an
Okay,
advantage
let me
here.
predict. He's going for MCV. Expansion.
Wow. Interesting. I hope QieN has a scout out and is expecting this. This should be interesting, boys. This should be interesting. What do we think? Andy on 3 miners. QieN on 4 miners already. And he did go grinder instead of miner at some point. Is he making an MCV? What is he doing, Zhas?
Probably making MCV and then we'll go for mag. Got mag and expansion.
Oh, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Andy with the early second MCV. Rhinos are coming across the map though. No radar out. Let's see what Andy's plan is to deal with this Rhino here. Okay, he deploys it in base. He will be able to build buildings faster now. 2 MCVs build buildings faster. But QieN coming along with the Rhinos. QieN should probably go third war factory right away and see how much pressure he could put on brutes coming in to deal with these Rhinos. And QieN now targeting another miner. The mags are going to come out in a second. The radar is out. Anti-microing his miner away. Anti not broke, like Zhas said. This is a gem map, so Yuri can do whatever they want and not go broke. But that miner might go down. Psychic Tower comes out. Bye-bye Rhino. And now QieN's going to target the other miner. What do we have in QieN's base? We got 5 miners all on ore, none of them taking gems. QieN is working hard on his offensive here. The mag is out. And now QieN retreats. Radar out for QieN. And lab out for Andy. So Andy's ahead on tech here. QieN now stretching towards the center. But the mags are coming and the MCV is coming. Alright, the mag's doing some damage here. QieN coming in. QieN needs to keep clicking. Oh, but a Psychic Tower will be out in a second. We know it's probably ready already. And a grinder out front, and now a Mastermind to the front lines. If Andy takes control of the center here, QieN's in trouble. So QieN's strategy, mass conscripts. I'm going to bring a billion trillion conscripts, and I'm just going to come right at you. QieN is teched up now. Oh!
That's disrespectful.
Andy building a mutator out front. What is he thinking? QieN is going to snipe this with the conscripts and the rhinos. Oh, he sells it. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking there. QieN now going for the war factory. War factory gets sold as well. Psychic Tower comes up and going for the power. Not enough to take down the power. Now targeting the Psychic Tower. Psychic Tower goes down as well. And now QieN retreats. Nice bit of damage there. But the genetic mutator losing it like that, Zhas, I think Andy was... that was a mistake. And now, oh, another Mastermind pops. And now this grind is going to go down. Now Andy's retreating with MCV. QieN's going to target the Psychic Tower. And QieN pushes Andy out of the center. Very nice. Now he's targeting this miner. Andy trying to juggle these rhinos on top of each other. Does manage to get quite a few. QieN needs to back off here. He cannot get this. Mastermind overloaded though. Mastermind overloaded. Oh, now going for the MCV. The Mastermind is going to pop in a second. Mastermind pops. Viruses are out. But QieN now really needs to retreat. He does have... Let's get out of there. Conscripts get crushed and virused. QieN now with an IC. And he can build down to the center from this point. We're going to see if he dares to do that. Conscripts coming in. Millions of them. Alright. The Mastermind is overloaded. You'll notice QieN is not control shifting. He's clicking those Masterminds to overload them. One Mastermind goes down. QieN targeting another Mastermind. Overloading another one. But now the grinder is here. He's going to try and grind these units before the Mastermind pops. But does he get it? Yes, he does. The Mastermind doesn't pop. Saves it just in time. The drones are out. The IC is ready. The IC drones are coming across. And, alright. And he grinds his army. QieN needs to send these drones to get more damage, more value, and he needs to clean out the center here. What is he going for? Going for the MCV. 2 more Masterminds get drones. All this Andy is converting into money. You'll see 11k in the bank. QieN is broke on the other hand. Now QieN deciding to go for miners, but the Psychic Tower comes up right in front of him. Oh, QieN loses 2 rhinos right there. Not what he wanted to happen at all. Definitely should go for the grinder first. Make sure he can't build any more buildings and only then target the miners. QieN coming in with some flag tracks. And QieN needs to worry. Well, okay, never mind. He has 5k in the bank. Doesn't have a nuclear missile though yet. And he definitely wants a nuclear missile. QieN coming in with these... where are they going? What's the plan? What's the target?
Power.
Going for the power first. Nice. Gonna get the power. The Mastermind heading in his direction. Oh! And he went low power there for a second, which gave him his rhino back. What's the target now? Going for the second power plant. Needs to retreat. Worried about this Mastermind. QieN looking strong here, but Andy's still building in the center. Something QieN definitely needs to worry about. He needs to get all these weak miners. Andy on 9k. Definitely something he needs to worry about. His eco. Oh, QieN on the bottom. Loses 3 flag tracks for free. Didn't notice that Mastermind there. And now pushing in, attacking the miners in the center. And he's gonna retreat with this miner. He's gonna try and bait QieN. QieN notices and doesn't get baited. And QieN with a split, doing some epic splitting here. Really on the highest level. QieN makes another refinery in the center. QieN, where's your nuke? QieN, where's your nuke? And he also only won the genetic mutator, so I guess it's even. Going for the power now. Psychic Tower comes up. And he loses a Rhino and a Flak Jack to that Psychic Tower. And now Andy pushing in here with Virus as well. Okay, I see drones come out. And Andy's army is going to go bye-bye. And Andy goes low power. QieN getting so much value here, but QieN needs to attack behind this. QieN sending the drones everywhere, getting as much as he possibly can. QieN can get the lab in Andy's base right now. There we go. He's going for the lab. He's going to get it, Zhas. And he sells the lab, sells the Psychic Tower, hoping to get his power back up, but the power still isn't up yet. And now QieN is going for another power plant. He's not going to let Andy get the power. Andy looking in a very bad position here. Forces the cell on a war factory, going for the radar. Andy's going to lose radar.
Wow,
and Andy quits. Ooh. Wow. Game number 5 goes to QieN, which brings the score to 3-2. All of a sudden, QieN is ahead.
One comment. Infinite money, Soviet distance money. Like Andy
QieN
says.
was broke there. QieN was broke there, and you know what's funny about that comment, Zhas?
Yeah.
Infinite money, distance mining. Yuri doesn't even have to distance mine to have infinite money. All right, Yuri could just move his miners wherever he wants.
Gotta be so.
I think it's a little bit funny to complain about Sov's eco with Yuri having the grinder, mind control, and mobile miners. QieN looking strong. Yes, Steven, you're absolutely right. And he did get cocky there. Should not have.
Yeah. Like putting a mutator in front of his base was.
Put the
was a
next
bit too
garbage
optimistic,
Sov
how
map.
Frank would say.
Yeah. Put the next Sov map. I don't know. It was a Sov map. I mean, Zhas was saying it was a Yuri map. And let's be fair, Zhas. Andy went early grinder MCV. Can he really blame it on the map? Can he?
No, I mean, he should have played more normal, I guess.
Exactly. You can't do a meme strat and then say, oh, it's a Sov map. Fuck that. No, I won't have any of that. Alright. We're going into game number 6. We got Berg in the chat. Hell yeah. Good to see you, Berg.
You know what? I guess he tried to demoralize QieN with something new, you know, like you see something new, you don't know what to do.
Yeah, but again, Zhas, please, you can't do that meme and then complain, oh, it's a Sov map, that's why I lost.
That's true, yeah.
Unacceptable. Alright.
Yeah.
We got Andy in the top. We've got QieN in the bottom. Proving out. Ooh, what a map. What a map. You start with 4 oils off. If you know how to build, you can build refineries right on those gems right away. And this map, who is it? Sov? Is it Yuri? I don't even know. I've given up trying to decide which maps is for which faction. Either way, Andy, if he loses, the map is not his faction, right? So, we got conscripts coming out for QieN by the billions. And, we're gonna see what the plan is. More conscripts, endless conscripts coming out. He's gonna try and get some value with these. Now, Andy has great GAT control. You cannot deny that. And Andy already has a GAT cannon on the left. He has a GAT cannon on the right. Dog getting some slaves with gems. Now, remember, every slave that a dog kills with gems, that's $200. That's $200 for every slave. You kill 5 slaves, you just lost him 1,000. Alright. So, we see the conscripts coming in here. What's the plan? Rhino's coming in behind this. Okay, he's targeting with the conscripts. The Rhino needs to come. I think he should retreat to the conscripts a tiny bit. Let the Rhino come in. Andy getting so many free conscripts here. Andy getting a second miner as well. QieN still on 1. Double war factory opening from QieN. QieN cleans up these GATs with the Soviet Rhinos. Okay, should be going for the power, Zhas. No, what's it? Usually you should go for the power.
I mean, the war factory is right in front, so why not?
If he can get it, and it looks like he is going to get it, so I guess you're right. He should have gone for the war factory. Alright, QieN on a roll here. Andy with no war factory, sending 2 rhinos to the top left, 2 rhinos to the top right, trying to get some miners. Brute to counter, but on the top right, there's nothing to counter. He's gonna get that miner for sure. There's nothing Andy can do to save that miner on the top right. And looking pretty good for QieN. A great opening here, double war factory. Now QieN making the second refinery, getting those 2 patches of gems at the bottom right, on the top right. Andy's still trying to save that miner. No, but it pops. QieN does lose a rhino too for that, and Andy trying to defend with brutes here. The radar is out, lashers are out as well. QieN gonna die for this miner? Is that a good idea? I feel like he should go for the power. Oh, but Andy with another power plant out, and Andy loses another miner. That's 2 miners Andy lost already. But if you do a miner count, they're even. 3 miners versus 3 miners at the moment. QieN needs to back off here, but QieN on 2 war factories with a great opening there. You do not want to give Yuri time to do whatever he wants, and QieN putting the pressure on early. Really doing a great job microing his splits here. What a great player. What an amazing player. This is going to be crazy. So Andy with a Yuri clone, brutes and mags, trying to make some sort of counter push here. Force QieN to stay in his base, but QieN responding with conscripts, which is the perfect counter in this situation. Yuri clone, alright. Another Yuri clone comes out. Andy is teched up already. QieN still not teched up, but on 2 war factories still, not bad. Yuri Prime is out. We're gonna see what this sneaky guy can do. Conscripts are here. Alright, conscripts need to target the tower, but the mags are gonna be a big problem here. Conscripts are targeting the tower. Yuri clones are also here to try and get some rhinos. Tower's gonna go down. Tower goes down, but the Yuri clones do have control over a few of these units. What's the target now? Gets 1 Yuri clone. Mastermind's doing some work here. QieN, not sure you could take this as another psychic tower comes out. QieN needs to back out of there. 3 rhino. Oh, and QieN loses his entire army through the grinder here. QieN needed to back out of there as soon as the conscript died. And now QieN needs to go back and retreat big time. He did manage to make him lose the mastermind. Wow. And Yuri Prime playing tag, capturing this unit, then this unit, then this unit. But at the end of the day, Andy comes out on top there. QieN did not back out on time. And now he's coming in for an attack with 2 rhinos with him as the discs start coming out. QieN is teched up. No power plant yet, so that means he just teched up now. Okay, power plant comes out. IC comes out. Sorry, my bad. The power plant was out. I just didn't notice it. He's going to throw away those rhinos, trying to dive the lab. Rhinos go down. Desos are here to counter, and flak tracks are coming out to help counter as well. Andy wants to buy time. Andy wants to buy war factories. He's got 8k. He wants to buy time. Speaking of money, QieN on 10 freaking k right now. Flak track, Finance Control flak track, so good at taking care of those desolators. And wow, the mag juggling out of Andy, but the Yuri Prime does go down. QieN targeted it and got it down. Flak track's pulling out. Deso, huge Deso deploy there. Pops Andy's entire army right there. Nice Deso. Really nice Deso. The IC is out. The genetic mutator is out as well. What a game, boys. What a game. What a game. Alright, we got mags and masterminds for Andy, but the IC is counting down. Look at that timer, Zhas. 50 seconds on the IC. And what is Andy going to do then? But does QieN have anything to do with that? Can he attack? He doesn't have that much rhinos to do damage after the IC comes in. Does have a lot of flak tracks though. Flak tracks can snipe powers, labs, they're decent. And now running in with the flak tracks, overloading that mastermind. The mastermind is going to pop. He's trying to get them to the grinder. Mastermind pops before. Oh my god. And QieN saves most of those flak tracks. Coming in with the drones. The IC is ready. Nuclear missile is out as well. QieN rich as all hell. IC's the rhinos and the drones. Sending the drones one direction. Sending the rhinos in a different direction. What's the target? This IC doesn't last forever. Does manage to drone that mastermind. Where are you going, QieN, with these rhinos? Alright. He needs to back out of there. A psychic tower or mastermind could come out at any second. But he's pushing. He's going for the Dominator as the flak tracks come in. They need to get the power. They need to go. Oh, but the Dominator gets sold. QieN actually gets it, and he didn't have a response to that. Now QieN going for the power of the flak tracks. Getting 1 power plant. Going for the 2nd power plant. Does he? Oh, Andy goes low power. Oh my god. Andy's low power now. Andy's in trouble. And now QieN going for the lab with the flak tracks. QieN going for the other power plant. Mastermind comes out. He needs to be careful about that. And QieN gets so much value from that attack. Now he's backing off. Beautiful out of QieN, boys. Look at this boy. Doing some work. Going for the miners. And he does have 2 miners in the top right, so this isn't all of his miners. But Andy down to 4 miners. QieN all over the place. Nuke counting down 3 minutes on the nuke. 30 seconds on the IC. Wow. And Andy quits. Garrisoning those buildings with 1 conscript each. And now he's going to push in with his conscripts. Now these 2 garrisons have initiates in them. Initiates in buildings are insanely powerful. You want to avoid them at all costs if possible. Andy getting a nice scout with that brute in QieN's base right now. And yeah, looks like the beginning of a really good game here. So QieN has 1 group of conscripts on that bridge. Another group of conscripts going down to the bottom. The brute almost dying to the miner, but surviving. And reinforcements conscripts to the top group as the paradrop comes. Andy's paradrop is where? Where is Andy's paradrop? QieN needs to be careful of this Get in his base. This could snipe. The brute and the Gat going for the war factory. QieN, what is your response? What is your response? Oh, the Gat's not attacking, so he's fine. In the meantime, QieN pushing in on the miner in the bottom and pushing in the top at the same time with conscripts or whatever. Chasing away the Gat with the miners. Gat going for the MCB at the same time. What do we got here? We got a lot of action going on. A Gat cannon in Andy's base comes to defend his MCB. But QieN pushing in with a lot of conscripts here. If he goes for the power now, Andy is going to go low power. Or does he target the war factory? What's the plan? A Gat comes out. He should be targeting something here with all the conscripts. He's defending his MCV at the same time. Oh, the conscripts all go down, not getting any value. And that Rhino's going to go down as well. Unfortunate. QieN definitely could have gotten a power or a war factory there. But he does manage to defend his base back home. 4 miners for QieN. 2 miners for Andy. So he did force Andy. Go heavy on the miners. Andy with the second war factory out on 2 miners. Don't know how long that's going to support. Again, a surprise QieN didn't get value there with the conscripts. He definitely could have.
Of that annoying Gatling on top right.
yeah, there was a Gat on his MCV. There was a Gat on his war factory. He had to send his miners to the one on the war factory, make a sentry gun to save the one on the MCV. It was QieN attacking from 2 directions and Andy attacking from 2 directions at the same time. Hard to keep track of, that's for sure. Conscripts going... okay, they get the initiates out of the garrison there. Oh, Gat's in QieN's base, but the Deso deploy does save the day there. And initiate power drop at the top right here, and a sneaky mag. QieN, you need to be everywhere at once. These initiates are coming in. Down goes the power plant right away. So QieN definitely low power at this point. He is teched up though, and the mag is coming in. He's going to try and drop this mine on a tree, so he's going to pick it up again. And pick it up again until he could drop it on a tree. The Desos are going to try and save it, but no, Andy already drops it on a tree, so miner goes down. In the meantime, on the right-hand side, QieN is chasing down these Gatling tanks. Okay, he is getting them, but QieN is teched up at the moment. He got his power back online, and that mag in the top right corner is going to try and be sneaky. Deso chasing it down. What does Andy have back home? Andy is up to 5 miners. He managed to catch up with the miners, and he's teched up. The IC should be coming out any minute, and Andy does lose the mag in the top right corner. Wow, shit happening everywhere, boys. Oh, QieN needs to watch his war factory, sending 1 Rhino back to try and save it. Does save it, but on the right hand side, Lashes and Gats coming in. In the meantime, in Andy's base, a Mastermind comes out and a Grinder and a Psychic Tower. QieN loses most of his army. They all get grounded up. Ground up? They all get ground up, I guess. Anyway, on the right hand side, QieN, I don't know if you want to engage this, QieN. QieN, yeah, coming. It's alright. Decent engagement. QieN still no IC. Zhas, where's his IC? QieN trying to get a mine on the left hand side. Needs to back out. The Mastermind's there, and Yuri Prime is on the field, boys. Wow, no IC for QieN. He's broke. He's completely broke. Andy managing to devastate QieN's eco. And now Andy grinding all these cars to get $50. It's like a tiny bit of money. Some of them give you 100. But capturing these vehicles and just grinding them up. QieN in the bottom. Going for miner here. Looks like he's going to get it. But discs are out on the field. Is Deso going to go down to the disc? And Andy looking strong, but at the top, QieN also getting another miner. Andy down to 3 miners again. QieN putting on the pressure. The IC is out, and all of a sudden QieN is looking here ahead, but Andy is going to attack now, and this attack is going to be devastating. If QieN can survive this attack, he'll be okay. But if he can't, 2 masterminds, 2 gats, 2 mags, a disc, and the Yuri Prime coming in. Can QieN defend this? The IC won't be ready for another 2 minutes and a half. Can he survive that long? This is a scary attack from Andy. We're about to find out the conscripts are being spammed. What do we say, boys? What do we say? Can he do it? Mags are mag juggling, the discs are coming in, the masterminds are masterminding, and masterminds are overloaded. One of them gets even droned, which means it's going to go down even faster, but anti-microing, stopping the masterminds from getting overloaded. One pops, the drone jumps into the other one, the drone pops into, oh, and it looks like QieN is going to be able to defend this. Drone pops into a third mastermind, and now the masterminds are just getting overloaded at this point. Andy wants to get as much value out of them. They go down. The IC is ready. Genetic mutator. Oh, devastating. Devastating. Deso, ASAP. They are dying. IC's the flag tracks. Had to. And QieN is going to push off this disc attack. Somehow he's still alive. Andy still on 3 miners. Completely broke. QieN on 4 miners, but also 5 miners, but still broke, but getting the gems. Oh, does he have enough frag? Does he have enough frag? These discs are just going to snipe the frag down. War Factory is going to go down. No War Factory for QieN. What is QieN's plan? And now he's low power as well. These discs are going to come out. The lab is going to go down. QieN trying to push with these rhinos, but is it going to be enough? He needs... Flak cannons aren't going to help because he's low power. Flak tracks, he only now made the second War Factory, and the initiates are going to come in to snipe this War Factory. And he's getting pushed off of the rhinos with the masterminds, and it looks like Andy with this one push, these discs that he can't counter, he's low power, the flak cannon is useless. It looks like Andy is gonna win right here, right now. Does get off the power, no, he's gonna return to the power. QieN with no MCV, no tech, no War Factories. QieN quits, and Andy wins another game. Now Reconcile is an Andy favorite map on Allied. He's so good here, you know, he'll get those gems early on, he'll put on the early pressure with engineers, he'll steal your oil. I'm expecting a very early move from Andy here on this map, and QieN I'm expecting a more standard build. We'll see. So Andy will either go War Factory and move, or go War Factory AFC and move. Usually he moves right after War Factory. We'll see if he does that here. Andy with the anti-scouts. And Reconcile, definitely an interesting map. You gotta expand, you got that oil. QieN building in a square, he's worried about those NGs. He's gonna build a bunker probably, and Andy moving, as I predicted, right after War Factory. Double NG IFE coming out for Andy. He's gonna want QieN's oil, and he's gonna want to get more value as well. We're gonna see if he can get that. QieN, what is the plan, bro?
He's just chilling, making miners.
Yeah, Sentry Gun only comes up now. Ooh, I hope you can micro that NG. Oh, he's gonna have to move. Okay, Andy just forcing him to move, stopping him from building. Miner and, okay, gets the power. And forces QieN to move again, as another NG IFE is coming in. Pillboxes coming down. There is already a Sentry Gun there, but he needs to fix the conscripts coming out as well. And the NG comes out again. Oh! Ooh, so close. But Andy doesn't get it, and now Andy's still building pillboxes here. So we're getting a bit of a pillbox war, but QieN shutting it down very nicely. Most players have a much more difficult time, and Andy now with an AFC in the bottom left corner is expanded. What do we got? We got 2 miners versus 4 miners, and but Andy's now gonna have 3 miners and gems. That's like 6 miners. So technically, Andy's gonna have a better eco here. QieN does have better money at the moment, but it won't be that way for long. 2 Grizzlies coming in, and what's in that flag track?
NG
in the flag track. So is he going for the oil? Is he going for the War Factory? What's the target? Andy chasing him all the way back to base. QieN giving him some of his own medicine here, and Andy already with 1 pillbox on, down. He's gonna put down another one. QieN, is this a target? Is this a target?
Oh my god, that GI, hidden GI behind the tree.
Yeah, the hidden GI. Once you see that he already put the pillbox next to the War Factory, you don't go for the War Factory anymore. You go for the oil. You go for the power. You go bottom left and try to get his MCV. Andy defending with a power cut, but 2 rhinos in Andy's miners here. Only 2 grizzlies to defend this. QieN's gonna micro down those grizzlies, and this is gonna be very, very annoying for Andy's eco, as the conscripts are coming across the map as well. Rhinos coming across the map. QieN being very, very annoying here. Andy is off gems at the moment, and he does not want to be off gems, although he did get a lot of dumps with those gems. So he's pretty damn rich. He doesn't need the money at the moment, and QieN's still harassing his eco in the top here. But GGI's coming out to defend the eco. Now conscripts heading to the top there. QieN trying to micro down those grizzlies, but the rhinos were already low health. And now Andy is back on gems. Conscripts coming in, going for the GGI's, targeting them, gets the GGI's, and Andy loses a miner there. He might lose another one, but no, he micros it away. Andy micros all of his miners back to the bottom left, 2 of them smoking. In the meantime, QieN on 2 war factories and 6 miners back at home. QieN in a strong position. Andy not teched up yet. Really, really strong position for QieN. 3 rhinos at the top, 4 rhinos in the bottom. And now going for the power. Wow, QieN all over the place, looking super duper hella strong. And gets a power in the top. In the bottom, Andy will be able to defend this. So Andy defends bottom, but top he loses power, so Andy's low power now, 50% production speed. And QieN with a 3rd war factory out, boys. QieN is going to start spamming those rhinos, but the lab is out. The lab is out for Andy. And we all know what happens when the lab comes out for Andy. The BF start rolling out, and then the Soviet players become in big trouble. So what is QieN's plan? He's going to go to the cliff here to try and get some miners, but the gems are more or less mined out. So Andy's going to have to think about moving back up and defending that position. Andy has to defend 2 positions here, and QieN could just move in between these 2 positions and say, which one are you going to defend? Tanya out, but IFV has to reach the Tanya. Not sure how IFV can reach the Tanya right now. And QieN is going to push bottom. He's got the rhinos, he's got the flak tracks. He could end it right here, Zhas.
Yeah.
He could end it right here, right now. What's his target? What's his target? Going for the barracks. No more barracks, so no more GGIs coming out. Going for the MCV. The MCV is being targeted at the moment. The MCV goes down. The chronosphere comes up. What's his next target? There's a BF out here. And that Tanya... No, there's no Tanya in that IFV. And the BF is going to go down. QieN is going to end it right here. Going for the lab. Going for the war factory. And Andy quits. Andy deciding to build off of his expansion first. And I assume we're going to see another... miner go up next to his MCV. QieN is gonna go... Is he gonna take advantage that Andy is split up? Right? Or is he gonna, you know, build the normal build? Oh, he makes a rhino first! He makes a rhino first, but the radar is out. That means that a psychic tower can be ready at any moment, which means any early attack is immediately automatically thwarted. And, ooh.
Nice, Alexei.
Let's see. So 3 miners versus 2 miners. Andy going super early tech. What is that? QieN needs to be careful. He's gonna... Alright, he does retreat with the rhinos on time. But Andy only on 2 miners. Can you go tech on 2 miners? Zhas.
No. Maybe he thinks that, okay, I have oil, I should be fine.
Well, he's on 3 miners now, QieN on 5 miners, so QieN definitely has the eco advantage here, but Andy has the tech advantage. We'll see if Andy can make it work with 3 miners and an oil. This is going to be an interesting build out of Andy. Mastermind is out. QieN, what is your response to a Mastermind, a Yuri Prime, 2 mags, and 2 gats? What are you going to do against this? On DMZ, QieN lost to this when the discs started coming out. Can he defend now? He doesn't have an IC. He's going to need sentry gun spam. He's going to need perfect micro here. Like not throwing away 2 flak trucks right away. Or maybe even 3 flak trucks right away. QieN, you need to back off. You need the sentry guns. You need to use your base advantage. Back off. That's right. Okay. Saves all his units. He backs off here. Let's see if he can defend this. He's teching up at the moment. Conscripts are coming out. But these conscripts are waypointed in the wrong direction. He needs to retreat until he can get out. Okay. He's going to rush in. He's going to rush in. Try to overwhelm the masterminds. But there's 2 of them. And a prime. It's not going to be enough. QieN's going to lose his entire army here. That is not what he wanted to happen. And Andy grinds all those units, turns them into cash, which he needed. And now QieN is the one that's broke and has no money at all. Desperately making conscripts, trying to defend this attack. Let's see if he can do it. 5 miners out, 6 miners out for Andy. Now Andy's going to be ahead on tech. He's going to be ahead on eco. And all because of these conscripts that QieN has to make. QieN should have retreated, made a sentry gun at the right moment, and then rushed in. And now the discs are coming out. QieN putting the conscripts in the flags here. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Andy with perfect micro, just making a hell of a time here for QieN as he moves one of his miners to the forward gem position. Wow, QieN in trouble. Long distance mining now, making drones. He does have the IC, but the IC won't be ready for a while yet. Can QieN hold on long enough for the IC? I don't know. And Andy behind this going so many miners. QieN is gonna be in trouble if he's not careful. Black trucks are in position, but the mags and the masterminds are coming in. He's gonna try to roll them, but the mags is making it so hard to rush them. They're not overloaded, and QieN loses his entire army. IC will be ready in 20 seconds. He'll be able to IC those 2 drones, but is that going to be enough? Now he's overloading the masterminds with conscripts. In the meantime, he's killing the other units. Oh, and Yuri Prime gets the War Factory. Okay, the Yuri Prime goes down. He gets the War Factory back at least, but now the discs have no answer. The IC, will he force shield? Will he force shield? Will he force shields the IC? But does he have enough to deal with these discs? The discs going for the MCB needs to repair them right away. What is he going for? He's got to micro those flags, so he's in big trouble. Yuri Prime comes out in the barracks in QieN's base. Get a flag check. Now getting the War Factory, sells the War Factory, and down goes the IC. Andy wins this big time. GG.
Player defeated.
Wow. Andy with a get out. QieN's going to have to counter that with a Rhino. Is QieN going miner first? Yes, he's going miner first, probably Rhino next. Or he might lose something to that GAT. They snipe buildings so quickly for 1 unit. 3 miners out for QieN, 3 miners out for Andy. Is QieN went another miner, needs to be careful here. Andy going for the power plant. QieN, what's the plan? He's sending a miner to deal with this. Kind of taking a while to reach it. Andy backing off here. Again harassing the power, again sending a miner.
Buck. What do we do? It's very much.
War Factory back.
Like.
Yeah, he was making units and the War Factory doors were stuck
Yeah,
open.
it's
No
like
units were coming
War
out.
Factory's door was opened, but
Yeah.
unit never came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like. Come on.
It was early game. It was early game. Nothing was happening. Andy should agree to rematch. There we go. Andy agrees.
Yeah, he agrees.
And
like he saw
we're
it,
getting
that
Yeah,
War
yeah.
Factory's door was open and like unit didn't came out for an hour.
Indeed.
So that's
Indeed.
obvious.
Player defeated.
Alright, boys. Different spawn points this time. We got QieN in the top right and Andy in the bottom left. Doing this map again here. And QieN making a bunker for the scout here on this map. Wants to get that barracks out so they could get his refinery as close as possible to the gems. What do you think of the bunker for scout?
Nah, I don't like it. I mean, it's not needed on this map.
Yeah, I also feel it's unnecessary. And it costs you, right? A bunker's 500. When you sell something, you get 50% back. So that's $250 you're not going to get back. Credits, dollars, whatever you want to call it. Funds. Alright. So, Andy in the bottom left. Put those initiates on top of that. He doesn't want to lose any of these slaves. Again, each slave you lose on gems is $200 right there. So he's going to stop that from happening. And QieN again with the 5 conscripts out to try and counter this brute scout. Brute's going to try and run around them and get a scout regardless. I assume we're going to see the same thing with a GAT come out.
Yo,
for
Kevin.
Andy. Or is he going to switch it up this time? Taking too long for a GAT, so definitely making a miner. There we go, the miner's out. Miner out for QieN as well. And these 5 conscripts, they're good. Right? You wanna use them to try and counter the brutes, and you also wanna use them to make an early push maybe with a Rhino and some conscripts, but QieN going heavy miners instead. 4 miners out for QieN, 4 miners out for Andy. Both players starting with a heavy eco approach here. Gat out now.
Interesting. Why QieN doesn't build a drone against Yuri, like, to take out Brute and then
I guess
have
he
it?
prefers the conscripts.
Yeah, I mean, like, but he gets the map scouted with 1 Brute, so you let it happen.
Yeah, well, that is true. Okay, QieN targeting the miner here. And he's gonna retreat with it and save it. Another Rhino coming in. Okay, the Brute and the Gats are coming in to try and help here. QieN needs to target those Gats. Okay, no, targeting the miner. Very nice micro out of both these players. Both of them trying to push it to the limit here. Conscripts coming in as well. Another miner coming in to try and help out here. The conscripts are targeting the Brute. The Brute goes down. Very nice out of QieN, and now he's gonna get this miner for free. Very nice out of QieN there, getting the Gats as well. And now he's going to keep harassing. Oh, but the mag is here. Alright, QieN loses 1 Rhino there, but he did get a miner for his efforts. But Andy on 6 miners. QieN radar tech behind this on 5 miners. 3 Rhinos split to the right, 1 Rhino split to the left. And mags splitting in both directions to counter. Great plays out of both of these players. Really, really brilliant micro there. You see, Andy moves the miner back. QieN moves the Rhinos back. Andy moves the Gats forward. It's like back and forth. Each microing separate units so perfectly. Then the Brute comes in, then the conscripts come in. And really, really well done out of both players there. So we've got Lab from QieN in the top right. And obviously Andy on the Lab tech as well. Mutator comes out for Andy. And QieN with the conscripts coming out. He can't do this on 5 miners, can he? QieN's gonna go broke if he's not careful. The IC is out though. The SOs are out as well. Conscripts are pushing forward here. On the right hand side, Mastermind, Gat, and Mag. Oh, he drops the Rhino on the rock. Andy's so good at that. So we got a split from Andy. Mag, Gat, Mastermind on the right. Mag, Gat, Mastermind on the left. QieN trying to push in with the conscripts here, but the Mastermind is there. He needs to be careful. On the right hand side, QieN, can he defend this attack with the Mastermind getting Mag? Trying to go for miner here. And he's still here with 2 Masterminds now. QieN, you cannot take this. You cannot take this. Mastermind takes 1 Rhino, the other Rhino falls on the refinery. Oh, on the right hand side, the Mastermind is overloaded. And he's trying to destroy the Rhinos before it pops, but it pops first. So QieN does lose 2 Rhinos there to Mastermind on the left hand side. Andy pushing in with a scary army. IC ready in 30 seconds. QieN is gonna have to make this IC count. Big time. QieN. Okay, he's making drones. I don't know why he's waiting for the drones. He really needs to IC. Okay, and the discs are here, QieN. You can't make drones. You've got to make flak tracks, and you got to use your IC now to defend. He's gonna lose. Alright, he sells it. 2 drones come in. And the disc and mag doing work. Okay, the Masterminds go down. But QieN again with the late flak tracks here. The radar is going to go down. Or is it? Is it? No, Andy backs off. QieN needs more flak tracks out on the field. And he's going to have to think of expansion real soon. Andy being the Yuri player on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 miners for Andy. All over the place. Andy's going to have a crazy eco. QieN on 5 miners. Stuck in a corner. Needs to expand, but he needs a few war factories before he does, or maybe a nuclear missile. Yuri Prime comes out. Conscripts are here to try and help deal with these brutes. IC will be ready in 2 minutes, so there's still time for that. Black track spam is here. QieN trying to micro, trying to make a push here. Let's see what he can do. QieN pushing in here with the conscripts, flak tracks, trying to keep the conscripts in front. Flak tracks next, and then Rhinos for when he needs to make a push here. Alright, and he retreating, going by down right. QieN is gonna go for miners. Is this gonna come down? Oh, but the conscripts get mutated. That was Andy's plan. And now QieN needs to back off here. The IC is ready though, so he should be able to do some nice damage with his drones, but he is gonna need too many brutes. He needs Desolators. Radar comes out now. Or did he have that radar? I can't remember. Drone's coming in, doing some damage, and he's gonna try and dive here for something. I don't think he's gonna get anything. Oh, the brutes on the left-hand side. The mastermind pops, and the force shield saves his industrial plant. On the right-hand side, there's a big group of brutes there. Big, scary group of brutes that QieN's gonna have to think about sooner or later. Maybe a deso, maybe flak tracks, we're gonna see. Andy on 3 war factories, trillion miners, and QieN with no flak tracks and discs just picking off his rhinos. On the right-hand side, loses the drones, and now Desolator comes in to counter, but the Dominator is ready in 30 seconds. Zhas, this is not looking good for QieN at the moment. Blackjack's tracing the discs around. Where's this Dominator gonna go? Nuke comes out before the Dominator gets the lab, so at least that. And he gets the Desolator with the Dominator, so now the brutes can come in. Blackjacks have to go in to try and deal with it. Oh, and a huge Deso deploy. And he almost gets the MCV, but he saved it. The discs are coming in. He has to get his flak tracks across really quickly. Can he save his war factory? War factory goes down. The industrial plant gets sold. And now QieN tried to defend. So he lost an industrial plant. He lost a war factory there. QieN down to 1 war factory again. And he's mining dirt. No expansion. Andy with the mobile miners getting a lot of money. 3 war factories. Both super weapons. Andy looking really strong here. QieN's IC is ready. I don't like that he has to wait for the drones for the IC. You can IC your tanks, you can IC your flak tracks, you can do damage other ways. Obviously drones are the most effective, but I'll tell you what is even more effective. Using the IC, and then by the time your drones are out, you get to use it again. He's waiting too long with the IC in my opinion, but of course, who am I to tell QieN what the right way to do it is. Okay, he's gonna IC these drones and rhinos very far away. I felt like he could have gotten closer. The drones go straight away to the units. QieN, where are you going with these rhinos? What's the target? What are you doing? It's going for a miner. I don't know if that's a target. Andy on 15k. QieN, I hope QieN is expanding now. QieN going for these, home psychic tower comes up. 2 miners go down. Can QieN get any more miners? Let's see. Andy already lost 2 miners, loses a 3rd. Can he lose a 4th? Maybe an elite for QieN would make a big difference here. Loses a 4th miner. So Andy down to 4 miners now, and might lose a 5th miner as well, which will bring Andy down to 3 miners. Andy cannot be happy about that. QieN has expanded. He has 1 miner long distance mining the gems in the top left. He's trying to make a refinery in the bottom here. QieN is on 0 cash. QieN going for another miner here. Gets another one. Andy down to 2 miners. Andy down to 1 miner. He clicks the mastermind. Mastermind pops. QieN might be able to win the game right here, right now. This is looking pretty bad for Andy. All of a sudden with 0 minus, he's on 15k. He's not producing anything. His money isn't moving. What is Andy doing? QieN pushing in on the last miner of Andy. Andy still has 15k, so he's going to be able to produce for a while. But alright, he's going to retreat here. Psychic Dominator is going to be ready any second. He might get QieN's last war factory. I sees the 2 drones. These drones are going to go clean up this mastermind. And now QieN is going to go in for attack. Alright, drone comes in, gets, okay, is Andy going for a base trade here? Nuke is gonna come down. At the same time, Andy's definitely going for the base trade at this point. Flaktrack's rushing back to defense here. QieN's gonna leave the rhinos to do damage. He needs to target the power first. Let's see, the Flaktrack's rushing back to base to defend. The nuke gets sold. And QieN has enough flak. He might lose a lot here, but QieN is gonna come on top from this base trade, but a mastermind is out. And he's gonna lose the radar here. Going for the lab. He's low power. He's low power. QieN, you gotta make sure he stays low power. Says
Move your
everything.
MCV,
And
no, shields.
4 shields for MCV. Now QieN has the elite. And he's gonna be left with no production buildings in a second. He's gonna get the radar as well. QieN has 1,000,000 flaks, so those discs can't do much. And QieN looking like he's gonna come out on top. The discs rushing back to the MCV to try and snipe that. The Flakjack's going to counter. The elite Rhino doing some work here. Andy sending his miner in desperation to try and save it. The discs are not coming back. QieN, oh, he has power again, so he made a... Where's his radar? Oh, the Psychic Tower came back online. And now QieN retreating back to his base. What do we have left? QieN has a battle lab. QieN has no super weapons. QieN does have a war factory, does have a barracks. And he has a war factory barracks at the moment. No power. Well, no, he made another power plant at the top. QieN needs to be careful. Oh, nice. He hit that chaos drone before it hit his elite. And now the Flakjack's rushing back to save his MCV. And he loses his MCV, so all he's got is all he's got. He's got a radar, a barracks, a war factory, a psychic tower, and a power on 1 miner. And he's on 10k. He's gonna run out of money, and QieN is gonna come on with his huge army and finish this. I believe this is the point where we say, just quit.
Oh, ouch, that lead.
Got the lead, got the lead.
Okay.
Alright, but still, QieN has more than enough to finish this. If he targets the power with the flak tracks, he will go low power. But he doesn't even need to, right? QieN can go back and chill now.
Yeah, what is
QieN
the
can go back to
IC?
base. And he's building war factories. Not sure if he's building the IC. He does have a lab. He should be building the IC. Not that it matters at this point, right, Zhas?
Yeah.
All he needs is desos and flak tracks.
Ah, he has been building flak cannons everywhere. Ah, interesting.
Chill, kid. Chill. Oh, Andy might grab a few miners off the cliff here. That's one miner. Flak tracks push it in here. That's a lot of discs still. Something to consider. Flak tracks now targeting this magnetron. Gonna get it.
Oh, cannot suicide your flags like that.
Yeah, you
Or
don't want to
send
lose
the
your
rhinos
flags.
in. Yeah, or something.
Conscripts are now out for QieN. QieN on 5k, 3 war factories.
there it
Again,
is.
IC's out. Alright guys, at this point, Andy should just quit the game. There really is no point in continuing. No point at all. But he's stubborn that way. He's stubborn that way. The Casper drones are just gonna clean up the conscripts and gonna try and do more
Not
damage.
over yet, man.
It's over, guys. I mean, come on, look at all those flashbacks. It's over, bro.
That's okay.
Casper goes
Chaos
down.
drones suck. Well, how Andy,
Flak
like
tracks
Andy
come
says.
in. Finally, one of those discs go down. With Andy's perfect micro, it looked like it was never gonna happen. But again, even if it's a matter of time, had to go get my
Ah,
gear.
okay, there it is. Guys, you want
It
that?
is.
You wanted to see that?
There it is. Yeah, had to go get my beer. Clearly, that's why you lost Andy.
Yeah.
We saw. There was a big chunk of time where you weren't doing anything, where clearly you were getting the beer. That if you hadn't
Yeah.
done that, you would have won. We saw that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he already has a pillbox behind his MCV, and the IFE is out. The NG is out. So NG IFE heading towards QieN's base now. QieN already with the conscripts out. Gonna make a bunker to try and defend this. Let's see what value Andy can get with this NG. He'll probably make QieN undeploy a few times. He'll probably PPF and Andy moving his MCV to center. Okay, I see you, Andy. That's interesting. Oh, QieN. Oh, tries to crush the NG, but had to sell the power, and now QieN has low power. And whatever he was building got cancelled. That's definitely a worthwhile NG there as Andy moves his MCV to the center of the map. Alright, Andy. I mean, I know you like those gems, but this is brave. Especially against a player like QieN. QieN switching into Rhinos now. And another NG IFE comes out. Another NG comes out, goes into the IFV.
So now he has to get a drone.
Is this yeah, is this NG in this IFV here?
Yes, of course.
In the flag, sorry.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so QieN also has an NG heading over to Andy's base. Problem is QieN usually waypoints his NGs. In the meantime, Andy's NG IFE coming in bottom here. Needs to be careful of those miners. They will do some damage. Andy coming into the second war factory QieN. Let's see the NG coming in. No, it's backing off now. Okay, it's just gonna walk over, and he's using it as fodder, and he gets the war factory. So Andy gets the war factory in QieN's base, sells it.
Yes.
Too many sentry guns around. He knows he can't use his pillbox spam. In the center, Andy made another barracks. He's just gonna camp there and get all those gems. Andy rich as all hell. Let's see if he can make it worth his while. QieN coming in here. QieN needs to be careful. Doesn't want to lose rhinos to these GGIs. QieN's flag track coming in again here.
Gonna get the
Okay, going for the AFC. Gonna get the AFC. Okay, the NG coming in. The NG gets in.
Nice.
Andy loses his war factory. So Andy now has no FC, no war factory now, but QieN with no anti-air is definitely getting some chip damage done on those rhinos.
Nice.
What do you think, boys? Oh, now he's making sentry guns in Andy's base. He's gonna do an Andy and make sentry guns in his base. Rhinos coming out in Andy's base right now, and sentry guns coming out in Andy's base. Andy might lose the whole top right corner if he's not careful. NG goes down as soon as it comes out of the barracks. But the Rocketeers in QN's base, he needs to worry about those as well. He needs to get some flak up ASAP. He defends the Grizzlies in the center. In the meantime, in Andy's top right base, he's losing a lot. These pillboxes are targeting the War Factory. QN sells it, so he even gets the money for that. Flak shot comes out after he loses the power. So QN low power again, but coming in the center. Andy losing miners left, right, and center, and he's going to lose his War Factory again to the Rhinos here. QN looking so strong all over the place, everywhere at once, taking out the power in the top right as well. Andy selling house in the top right completely, and Andy losing all of his miners. Andy down to 3 miners, no War Factory, no power, only down in the middle with an AFC and an MCV here. QN with 3 War Factories, looking super, super, super strong right now. Not letting Andy mine up there, coming down now. Can Andy defend this? He crushes in with a pillbox, but QN's micro, very good, backs out of there. He wants to get these miners, but the Rocketeer's doing also a lot of chip damage. He needs to target those Grizzlies if he wants to win this battle. And, alright, QN's gonna back off now. Where's your flak track, QN? Where's your flak track, and where's your next refinery? Alright, flak track is coming out now. He does have 2 in base. QN pushing in here. QN pushing in here.
Player defeated.
And Andy quits. Oh my god. No conscripts out of QN this time. That's interesting. And his refinery placement is a little bit far away from the gems, but it allows him to base walk faster, right? The gems in the center. That's an interesting choice. That's an interesting choice to have your first miner have to distance mine, but then be able to build down to those gems faster. Someone is making $12 an hour. Yeah, something like that. Come on, what do you mean QN might freeze at 9 wins? No freaking way, man. QN is on fire. Playing like a beast. Alright, Andy. 1, 2, 3, 4 miners. 2 of them on gems already. 1 in the center right, 1 in the center bottom. QN already with the Rhino out. He wants to harass these miners. I love this early pressure out of QN all the time. Really, really lovely. Alright. So QN pushing in the bottom here, being really annoying to the miner. The miner trying to retreat into a point where the Rhinos can't reach it, but QN still targeting it. Root coming in to try and save the day, and that hut shooting uphill. And QN doesn't get it. Andy saves it. Wow. Andy saves the freaking miner, boys. QN trying to micro versus this Brute. Brute is gonna go down eventually, but it does auto heal. Don't forget, Brutes do have self heal. Oh, nice micro. Andy clicked the weak Rhino, and QN moved it back. But this hut doing so much damage does kill the miner. Does get it. So 5 miners for QN, all on gems, now taking up. And Andy on 5 miners as well, teched up already.
No,
so
60.
Andy on 6,
4,
alright.
5 and 6
Oh,
on top
in
right.
the top, 1, 2, yeah, 6, you're absolutely right. Missed that one in the top right. Andy with his sneaky miners everywhere. Now these mags are going to be a pain in the neck for QN to deal with. The Desolators are coming out. And QN is going to run out of gems soon. So I don't know what he's making that's so expensive that the gems aren't enough. IC is out. Top right, miner might go down. QN not letting any of these rogue miners get away with getting gems. And now they're going to go for the miner in the bottom, in the right center. Oh, no, they're retreating? No, yeah, okay, he is going for it. Andy going back with the max to try and save his miner here. QN backing off. What's the plan, QN? Mastermind's coming in. You gotta back off. You gotta get out of there. Andy wants every single one of these Rhinos to be caught by the Mastermind, that he does get 3 of them, including the Veteran. Discs are coming out, and Andy now in the center, defending his miner with a Mastermind. IC is counted down, though, so that's something Andy needs to consider. Andy completely broke, making a lot of production here on 3 war factories. And, alright, so Andy pushing in with the Rhinos that he has controlled by the Mastermind. QN needs to target that Mastermind first and get his Rhino back. So the Mag's doing so much work. Andy just juggling these tanks. Oh, the 3 Rhinos on the top. The 3 Rhinos on the top. QN. Earth to QN. Can he save it? And in the meantime, Andy's gonna go in the bottom as well. He's gonna get the lab. He gets the lab and he leaves 2 rhinos alive because he has to defend bottom. Andy, alright, he ICs the tanks. He pushes in. There's still a rhino on the top there. He pushes in, chasing down. He's gotta get these masterminds if he wants this IC to be worth anything. Flak trucks are gonna come in for the discs. 1 mastermind goes down. But he has to back off the other mastermind. The IC didn't last long enough. So QieN with no lab now gets his power back online at least. And does kill the discs. But Andy with a pretty damn strong attack there. Now with the Dominator out as well. And with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miners for Andy. 2 of them on gems. QieN is going to make a push here. Let's see what he can get done. Let's see what he can get done here. So QieN still in a defensive position. 2 rhinos split here. And he does seize it and send some unit to defend versus it. QieN is going to need to think of base stretching or expanding soon. He is going to run out of ore. And right now they're just chilling. Everyone's chilling, guys. Andy with a second MCV. Wow. So Andy's going to come in with another MCV here. And then he's going to take control of middle. As soon as he's done that, it's going to be very, very hard for QieN to come back. So QieN has an IC ready now. We're going to have to see if he can make really good use of it. He needs to get 9 rhinos, IC them, then send the flak trucks in to do the rest of the damage. He's going for the drones instead. QieN, I don't like it when you have to wait for the drones. That's looking bombs out of the war factory in the center. Nasty, nasty, nasty. This disc is going to go down. And the drones are coming forward. The IC is ready. No nuclear air missile out for QieN yet. Alright, QieN, what's the plan? He's going to the right-hand side. He's taking the hill here. ICs the drones, sends them in. QieN, you gotta be attacking right after this. You gotta be attacking right after this. Okay, he overloads the mastermind and sends a drone inside of it. And he's gonna try and grind these. Oh, they get droned, most of them. Masterminds are still here, and another fresh mastermind comes out. And the miners clean up the drones. Okay, QieN is gonna make a push here. He's gonna go with the rhinos for the... Oh, QieN lost so many units there. He had masterminds hiding in his base. And QieN has to back off here. Not really with it, but the sea choppers are here, boys. The sea choppers coming out. What can he get done with the sea choppers? The nuclear missile is out as well. QieN is expanding. Now the flak trucks are going in the center. They're going to get the grinder in the center. Very nice. I know the sea choppers are going for the power, and the rhinos going for the power at the same time. QieN all over the place. Flak trucks in the center. Sea choppers in Andy's base, and Andy is now low power. The Dominator is ready. As soon as Andy gets his power back online, the Dominator will launch. And QieN needs to be worried about his rhinos. The masterminds are right next to him. Oh, loses so many rhinos for those masterminds. Unfortunate, the sea choppers are still here. The IC will be ready in a minute here, but so will the Dominator. The nuclear missile still counting down on 5 minutes. Okay, QieN is long distance mining everywhere. Oh, the Dominator, 3 war factories. Was that 3 war factories, Zhas?
No, I missed it, but I mean, the whole point...
Yeah, it was 3 war factories.
He got expansion anyway, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, he did make a refinery
Yeah,
before the 3 war factories got down, but now his production is way slower. Oh, we're getting some lag.
Not me.
I hope it's not me. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, IC drones come down, and Andy's army is going to go down again. And in the top right, the mastermind got droned, so he's going to get his rhinos back over there. And wow, these drones doing so much damage, but what can QieN do here? He needs to get some serious value. Going for the miners again. Andy has rich as all hell. Gonna micro his miners away as the masterminds come here. He has these masterminds hiding, and he's making more. QieN, you gotta target it. Clicks. Oh, doesn't click the mastermind. He just runs in and runs out. Gifting Andy some tanks for free. Andy on 5 war factories. QieN on only 1 war factory. The nuclear missile is gonna be ready, but QieN did not get enough done with that attack. He needed to get more value there. He didn't get the value he needed, and Andy's going to come in with a counter punch here. That's going to be very, very problematic for QieN, as QieN loses a miner on the bottom left as well. And the discs are just coming by the billions. Flak trucks trying to overload the masterminds. He is going to micro them down though. So the mastermind, the mastermind does pop, but there are 3 more masterminds there, and the nuke goes down, gets some value. but to be honest, not that much value. Andy is in QN's base. The mutator comes down. QN sending everything, but Andy's just gonna dive here for shit. Gets dicey drones, but bye-bye MCV, bye-bye lab, bye-bye nuclear power plant, and bye-bye IC because of these discs. I think it's over, Zhas.
Yeah.
I think it is over. Zhas, I'm gonna let you finish off this game. I really need to use the bathroom, so I'll be back.
Yeah. This randomly doesn't matter anymore. QieN has no war factory left, only barracks left. I think QieN's mistake is not building a depot, just in case. Like he loses the MCV, and then he cannot rebuild it. QieN everywhere, but it wasn't enough, unfortunately, for QieN. I guess he lost because of map control of Andy.
I'm sure Andy's gonna love to overwhelm his opponents here and try to, you know, hit the expansion, hit things with NG, see what he can do. Barracks comes down for Andy in the bottom right instead of the bottom left. So I assume he's got a plan here, maybe GIs. We'll see what he does here. Yeah, GIs are coming out. QN's gonna have to worry about this GI rush. Few conscripts out for QN. I assume that's for a bunker. And yeah, Luke, I assume you're right. I assume we're gonna see NGIFVs here from Andy, but he did make his barracks on the right side. That's a lot of GIs, Joss.
Yeah,
that
that's
is a
lot.
lot.
I think he will not go for NG because cannot afford. Will go 0, I guess.
But did QN scout that?
No idea.
I don't know if QN scouted that. He could be in trouble if he didn't, because that's a lot of GIs. Walls in his MCV. Doesn't want any problems from QN. Surprised QN doesn't wall in his MCV, because of the amount of times I saw that he had to move his MCV. He should probably just wall it. Yeah, NG out for QN. Waypointing it. And what about these GIs? What about these GIs? QN must have seen them by now, right? Oh, NGIV going to the top right. There is a sentry gun there, 2 sentry guns there, but that means there's no sentry guns for these GIs. Sending in the miners to deal with the GIs here. Andy backing off, trying to make him mine as least as possible. And alright, QN, your miners need to get back to work. Okay, the NG, Andy sells the war factory. That's probably good for QN, making him sell, but the Grizzlies are coming in. And what does QN have to defend? He's on 4 miners, Andy on 2 miners. NGIV coming across the top here.
Gonna ult.
Alt. Gets the war factory with the alt. Ooh, you gotta control your bunker and just attack the ground with that if you want to save it, or go drones. Ooh, either way. And in the top right, he might lose his refinery, sells it. So now QN is down to 1 refinery and no war factory. Andy still no war factory on the map. So they're even, I guess. QN sending his rhinos across, but these GIs are still here and they are still a threat. Oh. Another NG comes out, and these GIs are going to be a problem. QN, he's going to lose his power. He does have another one. His flag track is here. The rhinos not sure where to go. They're going to go to the left. Right side too well defended. And those 2 sentry guns on the hill should help on the top right hand side. Oh, but he could still target the oil. Okay, another sentry gun comes up. And it looks like QN defends this. The GIs are done. No more GIs, guys. 2 war factories out for Andy. Andy on 5k, QN on 2k. He's on 4 minus. He should have more money, but Andy's somehow richer here. 3 rhinos going bottom right here. Let's see what they can get. And a flak track coming in from QN as well. We'll see what he gets with that. Okay, he's harassing these miners, but pillboxes and infantry are out to defend. Flag track backs off, seal is out. IFE's going to go across to pick up that seal, and now Rocketeers are on the field as well. QN is going to have to think about anti-air very soon. He's on 2 war factories, 4 miners, but there are 2 oils, so he can't support it. Andy moving all of his miners to the bottom left to get those gems. And Andy is broke at the moment, but he will be getting more money. Lots of rhinos on the field here, lots of grizzlies on the field. Rocketeers Grizzlies heading top left. QieN gonna go for a trade here, apparently, maybe? QieN. Alright, QieN's gonna go in. Andy's gonna be the one to blink and back off here. And can QieN take on this army right now? It's a big army of Grizzlies. Well, if Andy micros like that, then yeah. 2 Grizzlies for free. Rocketeers to the top right corner. QieN needs to deal with that. Don't know where the seal is. Engagement in the bottom left. Fodder comes in for Andy. Can QieN micro this out? I don't know. He needs to micro really well here. Oh, does he come out on top?
Oil.
Looks like QieN is going to have to come out on bottom. Oil in the top right goes down to the Rocketeers. And now the seal. Top right. Yeah, another seal comes in. The MCV moves. And the miner takes it down. So QieN loses an oil there. I'm sure he's not happy about that. Rocketeer's going to the top left now. He's still trying to do damage in Andy's base, but Andy is holding on. QieN not really getting the value he wants to be getting here. In the top left, the oil is also going to go down, which is going to leave Andy with 2 oils, QieN with 0 oils. QieN on 5 miners at the moment, 3 war factories. QieN loses the oil in the top left as he tries to pressure in Andy's base here. So far, unsuccessfully. Prison tower for the defense. QieN tried to make a push, but Andy was waiting for it. And now QieN is going to have to approach from a different angle. Rocketeers in QieN's base, still no anti-air. That war factory is going to go down. Bye-bye war factory. QieN very slow to respond there. Now sending his flak tracks all the way across the map back to deal with these Rocketeers. He might lose a refinery as well if he doesn't repair it. Battle in Andy's base. QieN is winning this fight. Is there another prison waiting? That is the question. QieN is clicking the Grizzlies, microing them down. Now going for 1 war factory. Now going for another war factory. The Rocketeers get chased off. And Andy with no war factory once again. QieN with brilliant micro here. Now going to go harass the miners a little bit. Can he get the AFC? Or Andy microing the miners away very nicely. Very, very nicely. QieN back up on 3 war factories. Now stretching towards the left. And Andy with 0 war factories. All he has is an AFC to defend. And QieN's rhinos are just streaming across the map. Lots of dogs here as well. What's the target, QieN? Well, let's see what he gets. Alright, he's gonna rush in on all these GIs here, but if they deploy and the prism comes out... Oh, the dog's eating up the GIs. QieN getting good value. He needs to go for the power now. There we go. That's exactly what he's doing. Gets 1 power plant. Needs to get more power. Stop those prisms from working. No, he's gonna go to the bottom left to get the refinery. And he has 1 refinery in the bottom left, 1 refinery in the bottom right. Oh, going for the oil, QieN. Alright, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna get it. And he sells the ref. Gets the oil. And QieN lost so many rhinos there. Was that worth it, Zhas? On the right hand side, QieN coming in with 3 rhinos as well. So QieN is all over the place, boys. And he's expanding at the same time while we're talking about this. QieN trying to deny Andy the money, and it's working. Andy completely broke now. QieN really doing a good job of not giving Andy the opportunity to get any cash at all. QieN, on the other hand, plenty of cash, plenty of money. Well,
Not really.
actually, he is broke.
Broke.
I was talking about his miners, right? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miners. Andy getting denied here. But now... Andy back to mining. He's got another refinery back in the left-hand side. QieN expanding here. And QieN with a huge army of rhinos. He's going to attack the eco again. Andy is in trouble here. QieN is going to go in on the prisms and the GIs. Don't know if that was the best idea right there. But more rhinos keep coming across, and QieN gets another refinery out. QieN looking super duper strong here. Gonna go for the AFC. No AFC for Andy. Power drop is going somewhere. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Where do you think that power drop is going? I hope QieN notices it for his sake. And Grizzly's also going across the map here. QieN is gonna split up his forces. Flak tracks and a few rhinos going back to base. Oh, Andy's gonna die for MCV. He wants this MCV, but I think QieN is too well prepared as QieN splits to the bottom right at the same time while he's trying to defend. Oh, the MCV might go as Andy's also diving for a war factory at the same time. The MCV goes down. QieN loses it. And a war factory, he might lose a war factory as well. He's trying to go in on the bottom right, but Andy's microing his miners into those pillboxes. Another war factory might go down here. No, it looks like QieN is going to save this. He's alting the other war factory. The bunker does attack
shooting the ground this time.
Yeah, QieN control, attack the ground. Very nice out of QieN there. But back in base, Andy still has an MCV. He still has a war factory, and he's still got miners. How many miners does Andy have? Andy has 5 miners. QieN no tech. What he's got is what he's got. He needs to make conscripts, endless conscripts or endless dogs, and needs to push in here hard.
Should bring all
Because
my
if
needs, to be
Andy's
honest.
allowed to camp, yeah, if Andy's allowed to camp, going for the power, nice. Prisms are offline. If Andy's allowed to camp, then he will win this. He needs to use them. Oh, he's bringing in a few miners to help out here to deal with these elite infantry. That's very good idea right there. And Andy's gonna base trade him. Andy's gonna try and base trade him. Not sure that's the best idea. All he has to do is spam drones. All right, QieN is going in here.
Yeah,
Prism
he's
comes
making
back.
drones.
War factory. Yeah, drones are coming out here. So not the best for Mr. Andy. Yeah, Grizzlies versus drones, boys. You just don't do it. He's already attacking the ground. He knows the ult is coming. He's attacking the ground. And the drones are just wrecking these Grizzlies right now. On the other hand, Andy with no CV, no War Factory, no AFC, only a barracks on the bottom right and a lab. So he can make Chrono Legionnaires, basically. That's what Andy can make right now. And
making an
even
engine.
to
He quits.
Wow, Andy quits and QieN pulls ahead 8-5. Two colonies for the bunkers. NG. Andy's gonna try and take that oil really early on in the bottom right. Ooh, I got the hiccups. Andy's gonna try and take that oil on the bottom right super duper early. And QieN's gonna do the same to Andy with an NG walking to the top left.
Wait, where is the NG? Okay, I see it here.
Bottom right NG, top left NG, well top center NG. So they're gonna try and steal each other. Oh, the dog sees it, but does QieN see it? QieN! No, the dog is way too far to stop it now. Does he? But maybe he could put up a sentry gun if he saw it. Andy, does Andy defend his oils? Let's see. We'll find out in a second here. He defends the bottom one. Will he be in time to defend the top one as well? Andy gets the bottom right oil. QieN might get the top left oil. We'll see. No, Andy puts up a Gatling cannon, so no oil for QieN. That's 3 oils versus 2 oils right now for Andy. And Andy pushing in with some gats here. He wants to get that machine shop. No, he's gonna go for the power instead. QieN still not out with a rhino. Okay, sentry gun goes up at least. But he's gonna go to the other side out of range of the sentry gun. Another sentry gun goes up, and the gats go down. In the meantime, on the right side, an initiate is attacking the machine shop of QieN's. I'm sure he's not happy about that. NGI Flak comes out. And where is he headed? Brute. What's the Brute attack? The Brute attack at the top right oil. The top right oil is about to die. QieN doesn't notice it. QieN, top right oil, top right oil, top right oil, top right oil, and it's dead. Alright, in the meantime, QieN is going to recapture the bottom right oil, but he did lose the top right oil, so it's 2 oils versus 1 right now. And this initiate is being super annoying. Sentry gun takes care of that. QieN not repairing his machine shop yet. Definitely, okay, he's doing that now. QieN is already on lab tech, 4 miners. Not getting those gems on the right hand side. Not sure what I think about that. Maybe he's worried about mags. I don't know. Andy putting the lab on the cliff, protecting it with a bunker, a gat in a bunker. More bunkers coming up for Andy as QieN has a scary army here. Well, not that scary, but he has an army here in the center, pushing in. And QieN will be getting IC any second now. QieN's broke. QieN's broke. He's only on 1 oil. He is completely broke. IC comes out, and only 4 miners distance mining. QieN, you gotta set up your eco better, man. You gotta fix your eco fast. Like really, really fast, or you're in big trouble. Andy with the mobile miners, of course, no problem there. In the bottom right, it looks like a Gat is gonna get the oil. So QieN's gonna be left with no oils. Andy with 2 oils. QieN pushing in on the right hand side here, but the initiate in the bunker is so scary, man. And the mastermind's coming in as well, targeting the miner. He needs to back out. He needs to back out. The mags do get 1 rhino, but he does manage to retreat with everything else. In the bottom right, the oil went down, so QieN is left with 0 oils versus Andy with 2 oils. QieN targeting that miner. Needs to be careful. Needs to back out. Oh, the mag gets, and he loses another 2 rhinos here. And Andy micros down that overloaded mastermind. Alright, IC will be ready in 50 seconds. QieN has no drones on the field yet, and we know he likes using it on drones. QieN eco is questionable to say the least. He does have a lot of flak tracks though. On the right hand side he's chasing off those rhinos. But does he have enough to defend this attack? That is the question. Does he have enough to defend this attack? Andy taking the cliff here on the right hand side, targeting the machine shop again. And QieN, as Rhino's getting caught up in a bad place here. He's gonna lose them all. Okay, he's just gonna overload the Mastermind's rushing all the flak tracks in. Mastermind pops. Does the other one pop? Does the other one pop? It's overloaded now. Does it pop? Yes, it does. Pop goes the Mastermind. And QieN did lose his machine shop. I'm sure he's not too happy about that. So Andy with a machine shop with 2 oils. And QieN with no tech at all. No machine shop, no oils. Can he pull out a win here? I don't know. Coming on the Scare Army. As the drones come out, retreats with the rhinos. The nuke is out on the field as well. The icy drones, let's see what value they can get as flak tracks come in here. Alright. Do the drones survive? What can he do? What can he get done here? QieN needs to make a push here, but can he even push against so many brutes, mags, and the disc? I don't know, but the conscripts are here to say that he can. Alright, Mastermind is back out, so QieN cannot really push this. Alright, conscripts going in, sniping a few brute there. Discs doing damage, flak tracks are a little bit out of position now, coming in. And conscripts pushing in here, targeting that tower. I don't know if they're gonna get it though. Oh, grinding all the infantry there. So Andy does survive that attack, and Andy's got money. Genetic mutator is gonna be ready any second now, and the IC will as well. No dominator for Andy. So this nuke is gonna be problematic for him to deal with when it counts down. It's at 4 minutes at the moment. And he's gonna try and go around here. QieN's gonna rush in with the flak tracks. Overloading the Mastermind. Overloading the Mastermind, but he needs to micro his rhinos so that the rhinos don't kill his own tanks. Okay, these two are overloaded big time. Big time. They both pop. And QieN comes out on top in that engagement. Alright, drones coming to the center here. IC is ready. Nuclear missile's gonna be ready in 2.5 minutes. What's the target? He's gonna go to the left-hand side with flak tracks to try and snipe the lab, I guess. And to the right-hand side with some rhinos and flaks. IC is ready, like we said. Going straight for the lab, just diving in. Lab goes down. War Factory gets sold. On the right-hand side, the mag goes down as well. And oh, Rifle's in! QieN's base, I didn't notice that. The IC's gonna go down if he's not careful. The drones are get IC'd. 4 shoots the IC, but now they're gonna go for something else. What did they go? They go for the nuclear power. I did not see that split. Andy with his sneaky split. Coming in here, the lab goes down. The nuclear power plant gets sold. No lab, no power. Super weapons out of commission. Alright, big move there from Andy. Big move there from Andy. And he's got a huge mining camp in the top left. I did not see that at all. In the bottom left as well. Andy is far from out of this game. Andy's got a base in the top left, a base in the bottom left, a base in the center. Andy's got everything he needs to win this game. QieN coming in with a lot of flak tracks though. What's the target here? Oh, I love how the powers are hugging the bunker there to defend them. 1 power goes down, and he's still not low power. QieN with a billion flak tracks though. And more lashes coming in. QieN again doesn't notice. And they're gonna get the nuclear missile. And QieN is in trouble here. The lab comes up, but it might go down as fast as it came up. He's going for the IC. Isn't gonna get it though. Gets an elite rhino for it, but QieN loses his MCV. No service depot, no MCV, no power, and there's a Yuri prime in that flak track, I think. QieN in serious trouble here. It looks like Andy's gonna pull out a win. Hiding that War Factory in the top left. Just not looking good for him. Not looking good for QieN. Was not looking at the map. He's going to push in here with everything he's got. He's bringing miners, he's bringing conscripts, he's bringing everything he can possibly. And we'll see if it's enough here to finish off the game. I don't know if it is. Mastermind comes out, targets the Mastermind. Mastermind melts. QieN, you need to finish this off. Bring in the flak checks as well. What can he get done here? Let's see. QieN's got a micro perfectly here. Going for the power. Gets the power. Okay, QieN might be able to finish it off here. If he could finish the game here, it's going to be good. The Lasher's going for the IC. The IC is going to go down. Oh, the genetic mutator got all of his infantry. But QieN still pushing in. 3 masterminds. That's going to be hard to deal with. It's going to be very, very hard to deal with. Can QieN hold on here? Let's see. He needs another elite, I think. Oh, you got to click those masterminds and then the elite rhino gets controlled. What are you doing, QieN? You got to click them. Oh, and now Andy just wrecking his army. QieN lost everything and he quit. Which brings the score to 8-6. Brute comes out. Millions and billions and trillions of conscripts are coming across the map here. What is Andy's plan versus conscripts? What's the plan, Andy? What is the plan? The plan is a war factory bunker, maybe. We'll see, I guess, in a second. Because the conscripts are coming. Oh, there's a GAT. Where's the GAT? Where's the GAT cannon? Where? I don't see it.
Behind the barracks.
I'm clicking behind the barracks and I don't see it.
I see.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Alright, so he has a GAT. Alright, now QieN is gonna split up these conscripts to left and right, but he is gonna need a tank. Oh, and Andy being annoying, attacking the power there. He's gonna need a rhino to counter these GATs. So rhino on the left, no rhino on the right, and QieN's about to go low power. Sentry gun comes up. He needs to repair that power plant. On the right hand side, he might lose some conscripts. Oh, and the GAT's coming in to get the power to finish it off. QieN retreating with his rhino to try and stop it, but he might lose his power here. That would not be good for him. The conscript! Oh, the conscript! Wow, that conscript just did work there. Andy with mags out already on the bottom left. He gets the oil. He loses the oil, I mean. And these conscripts coming in back center. I think he should take them to the right around and take out that power. But Andy with 2 mags and GAT here in the center. What QieN needs is a desolator as soon as possible. He really needs a desolator. QieN on 4 miners though. Greedy. Andy only on 3. 4th miner comes out. Okay, never mind. Andy also on 4 miners here. But QieN really needs a desolator. These mags are going to be devastating. He's just going to mag juggle the initiates, cleaning up house here. And QieN's in trouble. QieN's in trouble, boys. He's going to drop them on top of each other. He's going to try to at least. Okay, what can he do here? Okay, 1 drops on the GAT and dies. On the right hand side, 3 flak tracks. Not sure what their plan is. Maybe go for the power plant. Apparently, drops the other rhino on the cliff on the left hand side. And going for the power on the right. A GAT cannon comes up. QieN still goes for it. Okay, he loses 2 flak tracks for the power plant. I think it was worth it. Deso's out now, but a miner on the left hand side. He loses the miner.
2 miners.
Drops 2 miners. Oh, devastating. So QieN down to 2 miners. Andy on 4 miners. Deso's out. These should have been out ages ago. You see him go lab. You see him go radar. You gotta go radar yourself as soon as possible. All right, but we know that there's a tower already. QieN, are you sure you want to push this? Or is there a tower already? Yes, there is. Virus is out. Virus takes care of the Deso. Deso takes care of the Virus. They kill each other. And Andy has a lab out. QieN. Okay, QieN has 6k, so it's not that bad. Andy down in oil as well. What are we thinking? The IC is out. QieN has literally only 3 rhinos on the field. And the disc comes out as well. Deso out as well. How does QieN end this game? I feel like he needs a bit more eco, then he needs to spam conscripts as long as the day is long. No, viruses just counter that. Never mind. I feel like he needs a really good IC on the rhinos, is what I feel that he needs. If
And
QieN
kill
gets
2
a
miners.
really good IC... What?
Kill 2 miners in bottom right.
Maybe. Andy, you nasty person. Look at him. He made another MCV. Look at that. Deso doing work, but now flak tracks are getting desoed as well. Look at that MCV on the left. Wow. Andy, that's brave. War Factory comes out immediately. We know a Mastermind is going to be popping out of that momentarily, including a Psychic Tower. QieN, yeah. What did you think those 4 rhinos were going to do? So Psychic Tower and Mastermind are out on the left, and Andy secures himself an expansion point, which is definitely what he wanted. No nuke for QieN. And IC has been ready for a while now. The drones are coming out only now. I don't know, QieN. I don't know. I think he might be in trouble here. Andy making another miner out of his war factory on the left-hand side. And QieN's gonna need some really good attack here. Alright, Icy's 3 drones and 2 rhinos. What is this gonna get done? He grinds everything before the drones even reach. He needs to send the drones to the left to get that mastermind. He's leaving them here, going for the power here. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Okay, mastermind comes out. Oh, but he drones the rhinos. The rhinos get ground, and now he's gonna grind the mastermind on the right-hand side. The flak are trying to take out the power, but a psychic tower comes out. Sea choppers are out, but I think that Andy wins this. I think Andy wins this. Going for the power with the sea choppers on the left-hand side. Gets will be coming out of that war factory in a second. It's not going to be enough. Might get the power. No, the Gat's coming out, and he retreats. Icy's ready. No nuke. And QieN's eco is a mess. He has only 2 miners. Oh, okay, he has 5 miners, but 3 of his miners are really long distance. 1 mag on that cliff, and it's going to be problematic for him. QieN pushing in on the right-hand side here. What's his target? Going for the miners. The miners move. The IC will be ready in 30 seconds. That mag on the cliff on the left-hand side. I was speaking about that. Down goes 1. QieN moves the other 2 away. Ooh, I don't know, boys. Okay, the IC's 4 rhinos. Pushes in. Pushes in here. What value can he get? Targeting the mastermind. Another psychic tower comes up. Can he get the power low? I don't know. Going for the lab. Oh, 4 shields, but that does give him his rhino back, which is nice. And discs are coming on the left side. Flak cannon comes up to counter it. Flak tracks going there as well. Andy was trying to drain his cash, but he did sell the refinery. And alright, QieN, what is the plan, bro? You should have a nuke by now. QieN advancing to the right hand side, expanding there. Has quite a nice amount of rhinos here. If you want to use drones, I want them ready before the IC is ready. Losing on oil on the left, so now they're even on oils. On the right hand side, sea chopper deploy on the cliff. I love that. I love that, but the Gat comes in. Down goes... Ooh, no, you have to attack this. Oh, the mastermind gets 2 rhinos for free. Deso deploy on the right hand side, not sure what that's doing. IC will be ready in 20 seconds. This is coming in on the left hand side, but there are flag tracks there. 1 mastermind's gonna go to wreck these flag tracks. Okay, mastermind gets droned. QieN moving his army to the right hand side. More drones next to the masterminds. 2 more masterminds get droned on the left. This is what QieN needs. QieN needs good kills here. He needs good engagement. I see the tanks, goes in, trying to chase over ore, not the best. Now he's gonna go into Andy's base, but he can't really. Masterminds and psychic towers everywhere. He needs some more power, but Andy has so much power, you know, he could last for days here. Oh, 2 masterminds, and oh, is it that blah? Bye-bye. QieN's army is now Andy's money. And yeah, it's pretty much over as 4 masterminds push up the center here. Oh god. It's over. It's over. GG. Well played, Andy. And that brings the score to 8-7. Andy is catching up. Top right rhinos, bottom left flashers congregating.
Taking up on 5 miners. Interesting. Ah, no, 6 was 6. Got almost all the gems on top, right? So yeah, it's fine to take up.
Definitely.
QieN has expansion. And he's mining only 1 patch. Going for second war factory on 5 miners? I don't think it's a good idea. He's broke now. Okay, he's making miners now for war factory, yeah. That is why. Yeah, he's making miners. So he went for second war factory to be able to make miners quicker.
Interesting.
Oh, you're lagging. I mean, your voice.
It's me?
But don't.
Oh god. Force shield, but that releases something. Not sure what. From this psychic towers.
Yeah, apple drop. I mean, that's what I like to do as well. Like, if I see that mutator is gonna be ready in 2 game minutes, then I just press TT on my miners and then send them to 1 gold patch and then mutate. That's gonna give you a lot of money.
Alright, so.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this, I don't know, man. It's that time of day, I guess. If it keeps happening, I might have to,
Oh my god, no.
Alright, if it keeps happening, I might have to leave. Alright. So we got IC ready, IC drones come out, they're gonna head towards Andy's units and try and take them out, but QieN, you know what I don't like is that QieN doesn't have an attack ready behind this. The IC drones they don't do anything if you don't attack right after you use them, right? There's no point in them. QieN on 2 war factories, making another refinery, interesting. I guess he felt he needed the cash, he already has a nuke, he already has the IC. I would have got more war factories and expansion. Needs to be careful here not to rush in to Andy's army. Deso goes down and a few rhinos. What else can he get done here? Andy's gonna control the center here. 4 war factories for Andy. Only 2 for QieN. QieN needs more war factories ASAP. And let's see. Andy's gonna push in here. The IC is still 1:41 away. QieN needs to be careful. Those mags keep lifting up his tanks. I'm sure he doesn't want that to happen. Drones are coming out. IC is going to be ready in a minute. The genetic mutator is already ready. The Decimal on the bottom being annoying on the miners. Andy now taking care of it. And conscripts are coming out to help QieN hold on here. Just until the IC is ready in 15, 14, 10, 11, 12, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. IC is ready. QieN, what are you icing? IC's the drones. The drones go in. But Andy doesn't care. Andy's like, yeah, sure, kill this army. I have another army at home instantly because I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 war factories. So the drones are cleaning up house here. But again, QieN, what's your counterattack? You need a counterattack. Andy is on 7 war factories. What are you gonna do? So QieN now pushing in with flak tracks. And in the top right, the Lashers and the Rhinos are gonna clash here. Good thing QieN notices those Lashers. Oh, but the Lashers might be winning this tank fight. Okay. The Rhinos win. In the center, Mastermind overloaded. And he's gonna try and grind them before it pops. And he's gonna get them in. Oh, it pops just as the last ones go in. And more discs coming out for Andy. Andy with 7 war factories. The disc, it's like every second. Disc in flight. QieN trying to overload the Mastermind here in the center. Going for a huge overload here. And it's gonna pop. Okay, flak tracks. Does lose a lot of them. QieN, where are your war factories, QieN? Where are they? You're on 11K.
He's not building anything.
What are you building?
Right now.
Your money's not moving.
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna go down on the... It gets only the radar. He sells the rest and 4 shields and sells the rest. QieN pushing into the bottom left here. Wants to get these miners. We'll see if Andy defends this. But the Dominator is going to be ready as soon as this is over. IC drones come in to clean up Andy's army. At the bottom left, QieN gets 1 miner. Let's see if he can get any more of the drones cleaning up the army. Genetic mutator goes off on Andy's slaves there. Flak tracks rushing in to try and help out here, but the slaves are going to be an issue. And 2 Masterminds are out already. Andy insta-creating units right now. And we're going to see that Dominator is ready as well. We're going to see what Andy has planned for it. Could be he's going to try to get a high-value target while targeting it with something else as well at the same time. 4 war factories for QieN now. Andy still on 7 war factories, boys. 7 war factories. 7 freaking war factories. Just try to comprehend that. He's been on 7 war factories for a long time now. 2 discs splitting up to the left. Discs coming out instantaneously. So fast. QieN wants to hold on until the IC, but the IC still has a minute left before it's ready. These discs in the top, does QieN see this? Does QieN see these discs? Because these could be, oh, they're going off map. This could be very problematic for QieN. And this push from Andy also very problematic. The IC is ready, but the discs are coming in. The MCV is in trouble. The discs are coming in. The MCV is in trouble. What is the plan here? Oh, okay. He comes in with the Psychic Dominator to get damage on these buildings. Now he's going to come in with the Gats and the discs. Snipes the War Factory. Snipes the IC. He's going to snipe everything at the same time. And down goes the nuke as well. QieN losing War Factories by the second. Those sneaky split there from Andy with the discs. Doing serious damage. He loses. He's down to 1 War Factory. No tech at all. And QieN is in big trouble. Andy's still on 7 War Factories with a Lash army back at home. And he's also going to lose, QieN's going to lose the nuke as well. Going to go low power here. And that's going to be very problematic for him. QieN does save the nuke. But the game is over. The game is over. Oh, he's going to try and deny Andy the garrisons, but one gets in. Conscript's coming. Needs to be careful of those garrisons. Denting 1. Alright. QieN gets 3 garrisons, Andy gets 1. Wow, what are these hiccups? And now QieN is pushing in with the conscripts, but he needs to be careful of that initiate garrison. He doesn't want to send his conscripts near that. They just melt. War Factory out for QieN. Are we going to see a rush here is the question. Are we going to see a rush out of QieN? I feel like a rush here is pretty good for Soviet, actually. QieN, are you going miners or rhinos? Rhino, coming out. QieN going for the rush, boys. Alright, Andy out with 2 Gats. Andy putting the Gat exactly that it's out of reach of the garrison. Now moving, let's if QieN can micro this right. He should be able to get it. Oh, but a Gat cannon comes up. And the Gat on the hill. What a great move out of Andy there. Okay, QieN going for the walls. Miners are coming in to help deal with the conscripts. Okay, he's spreading them out. Targeting the miner. That miner should go down. Bunker comes up though for Andy. The miner goes down, so Andy has 1 miner on gems over there. Oh, he needs to go for the power before the psychic tower comes up. He needs to go for the power before the psychic tower. He's going for the miner.
Because he has the oil tech, power tech too, so it will
that's right, it won't help. You're right, he wouldn't go with power. But QieN gets 2 miners off the bat, and now QieN is on 5 miners, and Andy is only on 1. QieN on fire here, alting the war. No, he's not alting the War Factory. Targeting the Gat, gets the Gat. Wow, the mag only comes out now. Andy only on 1 miner, QieN on 5 miners. QieN looking really good this game. Very nice out of QieN here. Let's see what Andy can do here on 1 miner. Andy's completely broke. QieN's also broke, but 5 miners. He's teched up. He's got the Desolators. Andy is in trouble. Andy is in big trouble here. Well, let's see what's going to happen. Hiccups from not enough hookah. Yeah, definitely, Apple. Definitely. And, alright, the Desos are out. The IC's going to be out in a minute. QieN looking OP all of a sudden. It's like he's got a second wind. It's like he is ready to rumble. He's ready to do some damage here. The IC is going to be out very soon. And, yeah, 5 miners versus 3 right now. Andy is in trouble. Andy's in trouble. Andy's in trouble, boys. What is Andy going to do here? IC's out. IC is out. Deso going down left field here and right side and center. So there's 3 Desos around everywhere. Deso on the top is going to deny Andy's money even more. Ooh, slowing him down, and the Deso right on top of the War Factory here. He could go in and destroy the War Factory now. Oh, the Psychic Tower! The Psychic Tower! What are you doing, QieN? Oh, QieN. But getting a miner on the right-hand side as well. So at least that. Andy trying to retreat with that miner to save it. Can he save it? Can he save it, boys? Can he save it? Can he? Can he? Can he? It's like 1 tick and he saves it. Oh my god. Oh, that comes out. Random Elite is right. as he comes in here. Now this elite will clean up Andy's miners if he's not careful. Andy. Oh, is that me?
I guess your voice stopped.
My voice, well, I stopped speaking because I said like, but yeah, he's gonna try and clean up the Magnetron, is gonna try and defend these miners, but Andy's eco is gonna suffer for it. QieN in the meantime has an IC. If he ICs this elite, he could snipe an MCV. He could do a lot of damage here.
He should group and then use it.
He should, yeah, definitely should group closer to Andy's base and then use the IC, and he could finish him off right here, right now with this single IC here, especially if he gets that elite in that IC. IC goes down. What's the target?
Power.
What's the target? Going for the power. Okay, Andy's low power. Going for the other power as well. Andy's completely low power. Radar's gonna go down. War Factory's gonna go down. Barracks is gonna go down. Andy has nothing left. And QieN wins just like that. Oh my god. Can QieN pull some shit out of his ass, like Frank likes to say, and make something happen?
Yeah.
Or will Andy win the next two? We'll find out soon. Oh. What are we saying, chat? More show matches after this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to head off after this. No way.
Alexei, naval has been removed. Naval yard. By Berg.
Oh, it has been?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, boomer. It might not be as bad then, but still, Yuri very powerful on this map. Magnetron's very hard to deal with. We'll see what QieN's plan here is. He's gonna need a good one, that's for sure.
Nice, not letting the scout.
Yeah, and stopping the scout is definitely a good step in the right direction here. And yeah, a little bit ahead on miners here on 4 miners versus QieN's 3. QieN is making rhinos now. We'll see what damage he can get done with them. He wants to stop Andy from getting too much ore here. Andy on 6 miners now. Can QieN... Oh, QieN's 2 rhinos and then switching back into miners. But radar's out. And Andy's gonna micro his miners to a safe position. The mag will be out in a second and QieN needs to be careful with that. Another miner! But 3 miners and a GAT, these rhinos are going to start to take damage. And the mag comes out. One goes down. And another is going to go down as well. Bye bye rhinos.
Too many miners.
QieN, 3 rhinos back at home. Base walking down, has the desolators. That's the first step to stopping magnetrons in the first stage of the game. Is desolators. You gotta have those desolators. Looks like he's gonna use a flak track for something. Putting the desolators in the flak track, he's gonna send them somewhere to stop Andy from getting too much money. Right. He's trying to make a push here. He's gonna use the desolators to zone out that magnetron and get. There they are. He's gonna try and get this. Oh, but the initiate and the mag is still alive, getting so much damage, and QieN gets nothing. QieN gets absolutely nothing. The IC is out. What about Kirov on this map? Is that any good versus Yuri? Andy on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 freaking miners, boys. 8 miners for Andy. He's counting down. Genetic mutators counting down as well. Is QieN's War Factory bugged again? I see the doors are open. No, it's not bugged. Okay. All good. Discs are starting to come out, which means flag tracks for QieN. Definitely flag cannons on this map. Definitely flag cannons on this map. There we go. Flag cannons out. Can they get the disc? No, the disc does manage to escape. IC will be ready in a minute and a half. The drones are coming out. So many miners for Andy. Andy has endless miners at the moment. With 3 war factories already. QieN only on 1 war factory at the moment. And Andy's coming. Andy's coming. Okay, IC's 2 drones and a few rhinos, but what can QieN really get done here, man? Alright, he gets the garrisons. What is he diving for? He's diving for the lab, but the mastermind is there! And he force shoots the lab. Oh! The mastermind was damaged, so it popped. But still, QieN loses all of his rhinos. Was it damaged or was there a drone in there? I think there was a drone in there. Probably a drone. Oh, the discs are coming across! Discs are coming across! 1 sec.
It's easy to say he should have killed miner on the right side. But if you were playing, I'm not sure if you would have done that. It's hard. Like first he started attacking miner in the middle, and then like once he got like 6 shots, he wanted to finish off the miner.
Yeah, so not looking too good for QieN right now. The ice is going to be ready in a second, but he's going to need some really good value. And these discs are going to come in and try and snipe something. Icy's ready. Icy's ready. He Icy's the drones, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Okay, force shields MCV. Manai's going for the war factory. He needs to kill these brutes as soon as possible. Alright. Oh, the bunker's there. That's going to be useful. But I don't know. Alright, QieN did manage to hold off this attack, didn't lose anything but a war factory. Which puts Andy on 4 war factories versus 1 war factory, and now the genetic mutators coming down. Lots of discs. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of discs. Oh, the discs are splitting. Does QieN notice? Does QieN notice? Yes, he does. He's splitting up his flak tracks. Very nice out of QieN. He should be able to get Andy's miners now. Andy's eco not looking too hot at the moment, but definitely has more production than QieN, which makes sense. The Psychic Dominator is going to be ready very, very, very soon. Very problematic here for QieN. Not sure what he can do about this. As the Lashers come across along with Max. Oh, that miner is going to go down. Bye-bye, miner. And QieN is in big trouble here. 1 minute till death. See, now he's going to try and snipe. Flakjack's rush right in. Down goes the MCV. Oh, and now the Dominator comes out. That was QieN's last war factory. No more war factory. The IC goes down as well. And it's GG from here. GG from here. QieN quits, which leaves us.
QieN could have gone for Yuri, to be honest. Like, he has experience. He beats Leo or Yuri versus Yuri, so why not try against Andy?
But can he beat Andy in Yuri versus Yuri?
That's a good question.
I think Andy is way too experienced in Yuri versus Yuri. The conscripts are coming, the war factories are out here.
Oh,
the dogs trying to
put
slow
the
Andy
dog,
down.
yeah.
Very nice, but the Gat is out now. And these Connies are in trouble.
He should wait for a Rhino to come out. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
he's
Unless
right
he
in.
suicides like that.
Rhino coming now, 1 shot, and that Gat is down.
QieN might win this because Andy's broke. Because of that, those dogs.
Andy is completely broke. The dog's doing some serious work here. Okay, but the Gat cannon comes up. What can QieN do? He's gonna go around it. Oh, initiates are gonna get QieN's war factory. Oh,
Wow.
saves it by the
It's like
last
1 or 2
second.
ticks.
Yeah, but can QieN push? This is the question. He's on 2 miners now. He's trying to get Andy's slave miner here. We'll see if he can. Trying to micro those conscripts. Oh, it might go down. Might go down. Andy loses 1. But will he lose another one is the question.
Oh
Will
my
he
God.
lose another one?
Okay, it should save the Connies for
Brutes, yeah.
Nice,
Okay, going
nice.
for the power. It's the smart move. No power, no nothing. 50% production speed, and he can't build anything. All right, what's the next target here, QieN? You need to worry about that brute. Okay, he's going for another slave miner here. Oh, the slaves acting as fodder here. QieN with nice micro, but he already lost one rhino. He can't afford to lose anymore. Okay, the brute goes down. What's the target? Going for slave miner. Another brute comes out for Andy.
Oh my god. I guess he should commit fully and then make conscripts.
Sell MCV, maybe make
because
up
he's
of it.
broke, not building anything.
Yeah. Oh, but another miner's gonna go down for Andy. Andy's in trouble here, man. Another miner goes down. And Andy is in big trouble here because there's 3 rhinos in his base and all he has is a brute to counter it. And his last miner is gonna go down. His last miner is gonna go down. QieN might win this. Oh! Andy with 0 miners, 0 money. QieN takes it home. QieN wins the series, boys. Oh, the last miner comes out of the war factory in the last second, but it's not going to be enough. This miner is going to go down as well. And QieN, OP QieN, is going to take the series home. Take a big win home versus the one and only Andy. Not many people in the world can say that they took a series versus Andy. And definitely not on these maps. Wow. Andy says lol. And QieN wins. QieN wins the series, boys. What an epic series. We went to 9-9 match point for both players. And wow.
QieN.
Wow, boys. What a series. That was just insane. QieN takes it.
Oh
Wow. Andy's like, let's go QieN now?
Ah, yeah, Andy's always hungry. Oh, QieN says
wow.
in 4 hours.
In 4 hours, I need to go to the hospital. Oh my god.
He's saying now, now or never.
Now. Wow, wow. QieN takes. Wow. Oh my god. We got a lot of GGs in the chat. Gino, everybody stuck around to see this incredible series. We played every single, well, not every single map in the Yuri's Revenge QieN map pool, because 6 vetoes in total.
Yeah.
But we went through all the maps, 6 of them were vetoed, and the other 19 were played. So we literally went through all the maps here. And thank you, huge thanks to Apple Drop Larry for sponsoring this, of course. And what an insane series. What an insane series. Andy's like, alright, cool, we'll re-again soon. And won't go AFK during games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his Magnetron will not back.
Yeah, wow. Wow, boys. That was one of the best series I have ever seen in my life.
Oh my god,
That was
religious,
just-
even Woody games.
Well, I didn't see that many Woody games, right? That's the problem. But what a great series, boys. This close.
definitely.
Best of 19. Money on the line. Cash prize and QieN and Andy. 2 incredibly strong players. They are both so freaking good, boys. They are just so good. They're both so strong. And they battled it out, and somehow QieN came out on top with brilliant micro there in the last game. What a great way to end the series, boys. That was just incredible. That was incredible. Legend, imagine losing to QieN who has no idea how to beat you.
Imagine if QieN has the experience. So, 10-0 or what? Quick work
Wow.
on Andy.
Wow.
Legend, let's
What
play. Oh my
a
god,
great
Andy
series.
is so hungry right now.
Yeah, Legend, let's play. That $1 beer cost Andy the game. What a great series. Really, 2 incredible players just battling it out, and match point 9-9, and then QieN somehow takes it home. Just a fantastic series. Fantastic series. Alright, Zhas, thank you so much for having me for the series. I enjoyed it so
thank
much.
you for fucking coming and then like staying up this late to commentate this game, man. I really appreciate it.
It was worth it, man. It was worth every minute. Really worth it. I'll catch you later, bro.
Yeah, thank you, man. See ya. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to put the like, because I am sure that you enjoyed watching this. I'm really sure. 99% I'm sure you enjoyed. So that's worth putting a like in this video. Thank you guys for watching this. Hopefully I'll be able to stream more show matches with Snark or Frank or even Cyber one day. That will be great. GG's guys, see ya. Are you gonna upload this? What do you mean upload? This is not Twitch. I'm not gonna delete this or hide it, so you can feel free watching. Yeah, dude. So it's like, I will tell you guys, that was really hard to convince QieN to play in the show match. It's like, it was harder than convincing a girl to the date. Like, it was like, imagine it, how hard that was.